It's Persona time.
Yippee! Persona!
Excellent. It is time. That's right. It's what it's all about, baby. We're talking about whatever Charlie says. Hello, how goes? It's been a while. Been about 2 weeks, to be exact. Ha ha ha. Last time on Persona D&D. Am I forgetting anything?
No.
Am I forgetting something? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
I don't think
Well, what? Hey, if it comes back around at the end of the session, I'll remember.
Bruh.
This is how we work, guys.
The whole thing. It's been a while, all right? It's been 2 weeks. Give me a break.
This is how we
I work
do.
all week. Last time on Persona D&D, you guys made the executive decision. You actually came to a group conclusion that you were going to explore Artorias and Artorias' palaces, respectively, or together. I mean, together was the key word.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
guys. Wow, we all really fumbled the ball on that one.
Uh-huh.
We all yeah.
As Avrith, you were tasked with tracking down your elder brother, and Cyrus, you had asked Artoria out to dinner, and Avrith was supposed to follow up with the other end of that. Spoiler alert! That didn't quite go down as planned, as Avrith did a little bit of an oopsie, and took him and Gus into Artorias' palace by themselves, initiating a dark hour.
Yippee, dark hour. Yay.
That's his first time.
It's true. In a blind panic, Cent and Cyrus, you ran around like chickens with your heads cut off, trying to find where might be Artorias to maybe try to get into his palace as well, so you're not too far behind wherever Avrith is at. Unfortunately for the two of you, and Dane and Rinko and Tail, you were unable to find him. So you took a shot and went into Artorias' palace. Yay!
Yay!
Hooray! That's where we left you guys off. You guys didn't get too much further other than entering the palace. However, Avrith, Gus, you guys met up with King-ish Artorias. Very powerful, very arrogant, very self-centered, very controlling, as you're well aware, Avrith. And after you were very unfortunately discovered after your many failed attempts at disguising yourself, you found out just how magically inclined your elder brother actually is. He gave you this long, drawn-out speech and told you that you should rest up and that you would be in battle the following day. Right on the front lines, right where he wants you. That's where we ended game. We are starting game on the other side of the spectrum. Cyrus and Cent, you guys entering into Artorias' palace. It looks like, what I had sort of described last time with Avrith's side, where it's, they're not so much recruiting anymore. They're preparing for battle. It looks like all of the soldiers that were going to sign up have signed up. It looks like all of the soldiers that were sort of green as grass last time you were here are now a little more hardened for battle. It looks like, units have been decided, leaders have been decided. And you guys are there. What are you doing?
Can I do a perception check to do a quick check to see if I recognize anybody from our previous visit wandering around? Or running around, rather.
You may.
Cool. Nat 20.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Holy moly.
Not the roll I was expecting, but I'll take it.
Let us see.
I see what you did there.
Well, while you're singing, I have a little announcement.
I
Easy,
love
I'm-
men. Oh God.
You did this to you.
I cannot disagree.
Yeah. You do see somebody you recognize. It is Sir Ector.
Sir Hector, and he was who we met when we first were getting in there, right?
Correct.
Okay. And how is everybody's like appearance? Are we like in like full palace garb, or are we just in like what's the situation there?
You're in full palace gear.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. I mean, makes sense. Cyrus will turn back to the rest of the party that's with him and say, I'll flag down Hector and we'll see what's going on here. And then Cyrus will make his way to try and flag him down.
Okay. And as you do, you see as he's looking around, he's kind of barking orders at some people, and then he sees you, sort of like gives you like his head cocks a bit, and he nods, puts up a finger, and like just hang on a second. He finishes barking orders, and then he rides over on his horse towards you. He stops his horse just shy of you, like about 5 feet in front of you, and he looks down and nods, and he says, "Ah, Sir Raven, it's a pleasure."
Likewise. Apologies for my absence. Things seem to be in quite a ruckus, for lack of better terms here. Would you catch me in my retinue up?
I was under the impression that Our Lady dismissed you from your duties.
She did, but what's wrong with just seeing what's happening and being abreast of everything? It was not to say unceremoniously done on her end, but I simply just have some questions, is all.
All right, and he straightens up in his horse, on the horse, and he says, "Ask away."
Well, obviously, the entire encampment seems to be quite in the uproar. Are we seemingly getting ready for battle?
He nods his head. Yes, we are preparing for battle. Probably expected to start combat, I would say tomorrow at the earliest, if we can get through the forest.
Against who? Artorias?
We're expected to go up to Coria to try and subdue Nightwood House to bring them to our cause.
Understood. Do we have any idea on the whereabouts of, or rather the movements of, the Artorias camp?
They've been spending spies over this way. We actually just had to put somebody down recently that was seen sending messages back to his camp. Unsightly to do so in this moment. We were told this was going to be a fair competition, but clearly that is not the case.
Unfortunately so, it seems. How is the lady?
She is uncertain, it seems. Although she has come around that she will do what she must. It just
Has
seems
she-
that things are troubling.
Do you have any inkling as to what might be troubling her in particular, or is it just the situation overall?
I would say that it is her younger brother, Avarif. He hasn't been seen, and that causes her great concern that he has sided with Lord Artorius.
I see. Well, would it be at all possible for me to meet with the lady?
You can certainly try. She is very busy in this moment. Head on over to her camp over that way. And perhaps she will make time for you. I don't know. Since she dismissed you, she may not have time for you. But it's worth a try.
Yeah, it certainly is. Thank you, Sir Hector. If
Of course.
there's anything you require of me or my compatriots, just say the word.
Yes. And just so you know, this information I gave you is out of nothing but respect for your battle prowess. And the next time, I may not be so forward with information regarding battle plans and such.
I understand. It's the nature of war.
Yes. Good day to you.
And to you.
And he rides off.
Cyrus will make his way back to the party and kind of relay everything what he learned and let them know.
Yeah, Sen's gonna kind of just cross his arms and just kind of like thinking about it. It's just like, maybe we could try. We'll see her. I'm assuming that's not the actual Avarif that they're talking about.
Probably not. I mean,
Dane kind of, do you want me to?
yes,
Brian.
yes.
Please.
Oh my, yes, please.
He fumbles around inside his jacket. Where?
Sorry, I got so caught up in keeping my persona up that
Got it.
I forgot about that. Thank you, Dane.
And he pulls out the sending stone, and he goes, Avarif? Avarif?
Am I able to respond? What?
Hello.
You were only able to respond with.
Love my husband.
I'm so
Average.
sorry. My phone started playing something.
Dog, you're good.
That was just such perfect timing for
That
when
was
Zane
great
popped
timing.
on too. I thought it was coming
Yeah.
from Zane's mic.
We're gonna-
my rules run.
We're going to go back in time just a few seconds.
Yippee!
Hooray! You have just exited Artorius's throne room-ish. Alongside Gus, you were told to rest for your battle the following day. And one of the knights points over to an empty room and he says, "You can rest over there."
I'll just nod and go that way.
Gus, are you following?
Guts.
Gus!
Gus?
And Gus is pretty much tailing me.
Okay.
Yeah, Gus is following now.
Okay. So you both go into the room, and a servant walks in and puts a pitcher of some kind of almost ambrose liquid down with 2 cups, and she lightly bows and makes her exit. And before you have time to literally do quite anything else, you hear, Avarif? Avarif,
He's
Avarif,
here.
come in.
Okay. What? Fuck is that thing? Hold on. Is he? Oh, he's going from this pocket. Okay. Oh, Dane. Hey.
Yo, where the fuck are you?
Yo.
Immediately upon hearing Dane respond in Avaraf, Cyrus is gonna just try and like shimmy everybody away to a corner where they can't be really overheard.
Yeah, behind a
Because the
tent or
mention of
something. Yeah.
Avaraf is
Yeah.
you know, pretty big here. So
Oh my god, that's
Let's mention. Let's go. Sorry.
holy shit.
Well, I went into my brother, like you guys said I should do.
we told you not to go into him early,
What?
okay?
This isn't
That
early.
sounds so wrong.
What do you mean it
You were
sounds
planning
wrong? It wasn't premature. I promise.
Yes, it was. You were premature.
Why? But
We were supposed
the
to
whole-
get them both at the fucking dinner place, remember?
That's
Was a premature
That was the
insertion.
plan.
So it was supposed to be both of them at the dinner, and then we.
Yes, we were gonna have them in the same place at the same time, so that way we could at least know where we were.
We can enter
I mean, I
both at
could
the same
leave.
time.
I could leave, and we could
No.
go back. We can. Where are you
We're in-
guys?
We're in your sister's palace.
You're in my sister.
Yes, we're in your
Did you not
sister.
hear the word palace?
Yes, we're in your sister, and he just explains everything that Cyrus relayed to us about like what they're doing and stuff over here.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Not so good news on that. There's two of me here.
That makes sense. Did you interact with yourself?
Not
didn't touch yourself,
really.
did you?
I haven't interacted with myself at all yet. No, I do plan on later though. I just want to catch up with you. But yeah, no, I plan on actually going to find him after this.
Well, make sure you finish yourself off, you know?
Yeah, no, we're gonna make sure both of us are on the same page, full and everything. You know, I just want to make sure that we are hearted. So, yeah,
Anyways, Avaref,
yeah.
what's going on your end? And
So not so good stuff so far. Pretty bad actually. Yeah. So my brother knows that I'm here, as in me, not the Avor that he knows, and also knows that I was appearing at her camp, my sister's camp. And so he knows that there's two of me. He already had the suspicion. Then he confirmed the suspicion, and then now, now he wants me to a fight in the morning. I'm supposed to lead a rally and charge and kill, I think, people. Yeah. So,
did he say where?
DM, did he see where?
He did not.
No. He just said I was to rest up and be ready for the morning to charge, and that's about it.
Well, that has me worried since your sister plans on going to battle tomorrow as well.
Oh,
And,
okay.
yeah.
Well, that's not great.
Oh, no, it's not.
No. Okay. Well, what do we do about that? That's not, I don't really have a choice. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's really fucking strong. Like, really strong. Enough to tell me what I need. I was running and then he told me to stop and I stood in place. He's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, that has me worried then. If he's that strong, I can only imagine how scary your sister might be, especially now.
Yeah. So. Yay.
Sen's just off on the side, just the consequences of our actions.
Yep. And
We took too long. He's like
so
just
should I
staring at his
flee?
nails while y'all are talking.
Should I flee to you guys? Should I comply and fight? I don't know what I should do.
I mean, we don't know where you are. That's the thing.
Well, I'm at my brother's camp.
Well, we don't.
We don't know where the camp is.
Yes.
Oh,
We
right.
don't know. And
Wait,
the
what
issue
about
is-
those rings? Those seeker rings.
Do you have one?
Who did have the last
Scent
one? I know
has
Scent
one.
has one.
Yeah.
I thought I had the last one, but I'm not fully sure.
Check your inventory. Should be equipment.
check your inventory. Yeah.
Actually, if I was smart enough to put it in there. Oh,
My cat's judging you.
That's okay.
I think Flair had it when we were in the forest, and I believe she gave it back to you.
Yes, and because then you tried to put it on Oberon, if I remember correctly. No,
I
you
think
put
I
the-
put
you
the
put
ring
the-
of
the ri-
truth.
That was the
on
truth one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
I believe so.
I have the coffee.
I think you do. Yeah. If no one else has it, I believe you do have it. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know who else would have it. I don't have it like in my inventory. I know I had it at one point, but I don't think I ever added it back if I was given it back.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
Unapian voice, what do we say?
I actually don't remember who had it last, so I'll just let you guys decide.
I do think you do. I think it was Flair gave it to you at the end of the forest,
I
and
think so.
yeah, you
I
have
think
it.
That's
That
correct.
sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I would just put it in your equipment, and then when you don't have it, just untick it that it's unequipped,
Yeah.
that you don't have it.
Fair enough.
It's just reigns of hide and seek.
Inventory. Yeah. Ring of. Yeah,
If
there it is.
Yeah,
okay.
cool.
Equipment.
Yep.
All right.
If you don't have it, just
Um,
tick it that's unequipped, and if you do have it, tick it that's equipped.
I got it now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, we still have those rings. I could put it back on. I think I have it in my bag somewhere.
Well,
I mean,
know how
Sent
far you
always
are.
has his on, so I would assume he could probably feel it.
So I mean, I could go in the night with Gus, and oh, by the way, Gus is with me.
I would hope
Eh,
Gus is with you.
Yeah, Gus is. Yeah, hi, Gus. Say you want to say hi to our friends.
Gus
No,
is
Gus
very
is- oh.
worried.
Gus is worried. Gus is shaking in the corner right now.
Yeah.
Gus is not shaking. Do not lie.
Okay, I was lying a little bit, but a guard did yell at Gus, so that was fun.
Are you a dog right now, or are you other form?
Gus is Gus.
Gus is
Gus
Gus.
is
Okay.
another form.
Okay.
Gus has no
DM,
idea what's happening.
do I feel Avrif's presence while we're in this palace using the rings?
Yes.
Oh,
Is the feeling like strong, like how close he is, or is he like pretty far away, or
Oh, he's very far away.
shit,
Very, very far away.
shit? Yeah, you're not close at all.
oh,
You are
Frankly,
miles
if
away.
If you were to abandon your brother, I think it would only make things worse. Get him angry, and you know what it's like when
yeah, you're not
palace
wrong.
owner's angry.
It might be best to just comply with him for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I don't see you guys on the fighting side of it. So maybe try not to
Well-
put yourself in a position where you
Well,
would be fighting.
If they're saying they're going to invade and attack tomorrow, then it has to be less than a day's journey. So you're no more than a day's journey away.
I suppose. I mean, well, I don't know specifically what they're attacking. If it's a camp, if it's an outpost, if it's someone, I'm not really sure.
I mean,
So,
if you're able to find out, then that helps. As far as we know, Artoria is planning to go after, was it the Nixblood family or the Nixwood family?
Nightwood.
Nightwood. Yeah, the Nightwood family.
okay,
To subjugate them and put them underneath their control. So
gotcha. Yeah, I'll try to find out some more. I need to find my other me and maybe talk with him.
just
It's gonna be kind of weird. I'll do my best.
Oh, this is turning into quite the shit show. We were supposed to just come in here to do reconnaissance. Now it feels like we're stuck in here for a day.
It's like we're in
Well,
the middle of a war here.
I mean, I
know,
could
right?
leave. I could leave this place. We could all leave and reset, and then.
I don't think it'll
Yeah.
reset though if you leave.
Well, not
Time is only going to
reset,
continue
but
to pass.
I.
And we know what it's like when we leave these things alone for so long.
Now better now
Not
than
to say
never
that-
at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm gonna kill some innocent people.
Well-
they're not real, at least.
I
They're
mean,
just shadows.
sometimes they're real.
Not here.
No, this
That's
is
it. That's if
not
they
here.
enter themselves, I guess. But,
Right. Not here.
yeah.
They're not real.
it's not here. They're just cognitive
okay,
recreations of random
maybe I'll
NPCs.
just try to knock them out. I'm sure if they're wearing full armor, a very good gut punch might just do that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna stay there, and fight in that battle, I guess we might as well just. I guess I might as well just try to see what I can get out of Victoria and see if she won't I guess let us side with her, or if I can squeeze any information out of her so we can be like a third party and just observe. I don't know. But considering her and mine's relationship, since I've been officially quote unquote dismissed, I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
I see. Well, I will. Oh, well, I guess I can't keep you updated. Well, no, dawn's tomorrow. I'll have one more use if it starts tomorrow, but as of tonight, I can't really update you if I find out where I'm going to be going in the morning. But thank you for the name, because if it is that, I mean, they said battle, so, I mean, they would, if it is the same place, they'd rather probably subjugate and do the same thing instead of fighting, unless they have word that they are going there, then I suppose they might do an intercept, but I don't know how they would get word of that.
Hold on, una momento. I'm checking shared notes real quick to see.
Yeah.
Back a little bit.
Dashing, do you have AC on, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, copy.
It's all good. Yeah, yeah, Sam will just be like, well, if anything, if I feel you coming closer to us, then I'll, yeah.
I'll put it on as well, and maybe I can make sure as well. But yeah, that'll be a good non-verbal way of knowing, I suppose.
Yeah, well, and while this is all going on, he is, because I keep forgetting to do this, I'm gonna use my Gift of the Protectors and write my name, Avrif's name, and Gus's name in the book. So if you guys go down, you come back to 1 HP once.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I can only do 4 names, so Cyrus's name will not be on there.
Yeah. I wonder. Oh shoot! I was gonna say something and I totally forgot. Damn.
I just replied to something in the shared notes. It might be helpful for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's what I specifically was looking for. I was looking for if there's any note of whatchamacallit, of like if we had figured out Artoria's plan to try and like snipe
Artoria's
any
the
of the
sister.
other.
Yes.
Artoria's the sister. Artorias is your brother.
I remember this now. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as we can tell, there's no, from what we remember last time, there was no intent for Artorias to want to snipe any other houses to join his cause, but that could have easily changed.
That was also
Especially-
a long time ago.
Yes, it was. I mean, in game it was like about a month ago, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
And for us, it's been over a year.
Over a year. Well, for the context, y'all, look at these notes. This is May of 2024.
Yikes.
Yup,
Oh,
over a
shit.
literal year.
Yeah.
Everything comes back around. I will also point you over towards the game maps tab
Yes.
under text channels. That
Mhm.
may also help you.
Yeah. Because. Okay, and did we get a specific idea of where Artoria's camp was? It was
Bottom right.
bottom right.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So let's assume that the bottom left would be Artoria's, perhaps, maybe.
Mhm.
And if they're going to the woods, they're likely going to the Jaded Woods because that's closer,
Here.
assumedly. So,
I got your chat. One sec.
okay. Cool.
But yeah, I will, I guess, inform you in the morning if anything too urgent happens. But if not, I'll save the stone for anything specific.
And if anything goes wrong, just leave. And
I will do what I can. It seems like my brother really is adamant on using me, so.
of course, we don't want you to die. So if your life is in threat of being not alive, then get the fuck out.
Copy that.
All right. Well,
Well,
talk
I'll see you
soon, I
guys
guess.
soon. Yeah. Bye.
Don't die.
You too, guys.
Click.
Click.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was doing like the One Piece like.
Yeah. Lick. Yeah.
I think it was one of those guys. Anyways.
All right, Avrif, what you doing?
I'm gonna turn to Gus and be like, I'm gonna go find the other me. Is that something you want to join on, or maybe relax here?
Gus thinks we should not separate anymore.
Let's come along then. Would you like to be on my shoulder or just down?
Gus is gonna go back to dog form and just be like, it might be a little easier to
That
get away
might
if
be.
he's small and tiny.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go. And with the weird look that myself gave me, I'm going to try and attempt to find him,
Okay.
assuming that he might also be trying to find me.
Easy enough.
Oh,
You
I find him?
open the door to your room, and you find yourself sitting. Oh, not sitting. He's like leaning against the tent wall on the opposite wall of your door flap.
Oh.
He smiles and says, "Yeah, hello."
Hi. Kind of expected as much. Would you like to come inside?
He looks around. I suppose.
We'll walk and try.
He goes right in.
Stabs you in the chest and dies.
Yeah, literally.
Close the
So-
flap behind him.
You gave me a interesting look. I assume that means you wanted to talk.
I suppose I was interested in
I forgot
Why-
this voice.
you have my faith.
I suppose we just are born of very close heritage.
Hmm. And what heritage might that be?
Of Zestad, of course.
As far as I'm aware, I don't have any brothers other than Artorius.
Well, I'm not saying your brother, just, sometimes in generations it comes to pass. But are you truly all here?
Truly all here in what way?
It seems like you have, more intelligence than you give off, Are you pulling an act?
Sort of narrows his eyes at you. Make a persuasion check.
Ooh!
Okay. Oh no. Please, 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 please. Oh, I have acceleration. This is more painful. Wait, is that a 20?
No way.
Hold on.
That is a nat 20.
First two rolls of the session after 2 weeks are
It's
both
all
nat
downhill
20s.
from here.
Fucking insane.
Yup.
Yeah. Hold on, I
That
need
one's
to go
galore.
change my acceleration now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah. It's all downhill from here.
He narrows his eyes. And he leans in and he says, "Do you want this to be a cover?"
Ooh!
Celine.
Shit.
Celine.
Nice crinkling.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. We hear the
Sorry, my cat's
crinkles.
in a box. My cat's in a box.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
So wait, did his voice change?
It did.
Oh!
Wait, so what did he ask me? He wanted.
He said, "Do you want this to be my cover?"
I mean, it seems to be working quite well for you.
So far,
But-
so good.
I will say he is pretty on it, though.
I
He
think so.
Yeah, well, I guess me and you are in the same boat then, huh?
Well, you weren't helping too much.
No, and I apologize. Didn't want to ruin anything you've been doing here.
Well, sister is not going to be too pleased with my progress.
No, I'm sure not. I also shouldn't be over here either. I just happened to make a miscalculation.
Clearly.
Yeah. The fight that's happening tomorrow morning. What is it that I'm doing exactly?
They think that I'm useless. We're sacking the city of Zlogus.
So instead of trying to incur them, we are trying to get rid of them.
Well, Portgut House has held up in there and says they are going to become the new ruling family of Zested, so our dear brother is not taken too kindly to that, and our dear father has put his hands up and says, whatever happens, happens.
I see. So
you can
pretty much
see
acting
why,
like the father he always was.
So you can see why Brother Artorius is so keen to just sack the city and just forcefully take Portget under his wing.
Makes sense. Well, you're in this a lot deeper than I am. What can I do to at least help you out?
What can you do? Well, if you're here, then I have no longer any need to be here.
You want me to be your act?
You could never pull off what I pull.
That's... Somehow I'm more of a dick in here too. Okay. Right. Are you going back to the sister then?
Well, I might as well head her off and meet at the Jaded Forest.
Gotcha. So, are you with my sister, Ben? Like, you would rather betray, or not betray, but go against the brother?
Kind of cocks his head. We've already sworn allegiance to Artoria.
That's what I'm making sure. Okay. So we just didn't make that work then. I wonder, you gonna meet up with her and just give her what you've seen?
Not quite sure yet, if I'm being honest.
Gotcha. Well, I heard that she's going to try and recruit one of the cities. So, maybe you want to be there for that too.
Well, I would sure hope so. Victoria has big plans, and Donmore House is party at her side like Verdant is for her dear brother.
Yeah.
And I've heard that Nightwood and Ambersend have started working together and are holed up in Coria right now.
Oh.
So, as far as I'm aware, her current plans are to head that way.
I understand now. That does make a lot more sense. Cool. I guess we depart ways, and I will be here, I suppose. I don't really
She will.
know what we're doing exactly, so
You're preparing for battle. What do you mean?
well, besides the obvious, like
Which
this.
I must thank you endlessly.
What, you were gonna do that?
I was not planning on partaking in any fighting.
Not a fighter?
I don't partake in such actions.
Fascinating. So I guess that's where I have you one-upped on, at least.
If you want to go out and be some kind of punching bag, that's
No, not you. God.
that's
That's...
your speed.
He's gonna kind of like look to Gus, just somehow, some way it traverses dimensions.
Gus told you it was compliment.
Well, that's fair. I don't know if I meant it as a compliment. He's gonna glare. I'm gonna glare at myself.
Raise an eyebrow.
Oh, Gus is pretty sure they are not making it compliment.
All right, Mr. Avarath. I will adorn the battle that you were so not looking forward to as you go to Atoria. I will say though, are you're working with our friends too, right?
Cox
Not
is
alone.
We have friends.
Well, yeah. We don't do this alone, barely. I mean, you can't trust everyone, right? But doing it alone's even more dangerous.
What use do I have of any sort of friend?
Oh. Damn, buddy, you okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, is there anything else I should be known or catch up on?
You should be good.
Cool. I will do as he says, rest and fight, I guess, until you can get your information back to the side you need to. Good luck, and don't die.
You as well.
Thanks. He'll kind of walk over and unseat the tent to allow him out.
Yeah, he.
Is there anything specifically on him or about him that is significantly visually different than me?
Make a.
Wasn't
make
he
it-
wearing a collar?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
was
he
wearing
was,
like like a dog
A
collar.
dog collar, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we match.
Oh my god, it's like he's
Oh
you.
my god. Okay. Do you mean to perceptionize this man's?
Yeah. Go for it.
Perception eyes.
Okay.
Perceptionize.
I don't know if that's a word. Thank you.
It's not.
Oh,
Okay.
Holy shit, dude.
Okay.
Holy shit. 3
Okay.
nat 20s in a
Okay.
oh
row.
no, this
Okay.
is not good. This is no, you don't understand the battle.
Wow.
The battle's
When we
tomorrow.
hit battle,
the battle,
dude,
the battle.
oh god. It's gonna
no.
be terrible.
So what do I see, Mr. Dashing? You see throughout his soul. It is tattered.
Well, you see,
mm-hmm.
you other than like the collar, and his like the way that he's dressed is more almost servant-like. But other than that, looks like a dead ringer for you.
Wow. Okay. So nothing too crazy.
Nope.
Does he still have his gauntlets? Because he says he's not a fighter.
No, he's not a fighter.
Oh, interesting.
I hardly know her.
Freak.
But tish.
Okay.
No interest in fighting.
All right. Well, I'll let him out and close the tent, and then turn back to Gus and just. Am I a dick everywhere else? I swear, every time I meet myself, I am just like the worst.
Gus hasn't had problems with you.
Well, I mean, this is the me, but I'm like, there was the mirror me who like went off and killed someone, and then there's this guy who's, I mean, he's me, but he's sharp. He feels sharp, like he doesn't have, he's gonna kind of like move his body, like he doesn't have that looseness, like that, never mind. I guess we should just sleep and wait till battle adorns us tomorrow, because I guess at least that's something I'm good at.
Gus thinks you're more good than that.
Oh, what are you trying to? Oh, okay. Well, all right, Gus. I guess you're pretty good at something to yourself. He's gonna kind of fluster himself to the bed and just. Well. I guess this is it till tomorrow. So, unless you got anything.
Gus is just kind of here for the ride, man.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I kind of, after they explained how I did the key thing a little bit too, yeah, well. Anyways, it'll be fine, Shirley. It'll be fine. Fine. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
He'll just pass out.
And she's like, "Good night." I mean, you do have the cap. You do have the cap.
Starts to read a book and just.
Got the
True.
cap. You
True.
do.
I do
Yeah.
have the Nighter's crab. Good night.
And just literally Poseidon's like,
That's funny.
Is there anything that you would like to do, Gus, after Averif just passes out?
after he goes, "Not shoot me."
Yeah, Gus really. I guess like Gus might look around, but he's really doesn't know if he's like safe enough to do that. So he's probably just gonna lay down. He also doesn't want to risk going by himself anywhere now.
Understandable. All right.
Oh, is my mic being stupid again?
I don't know.
I have a quick fix for it if you need.
It's the Scarlet being stupid again.
Yeah, that might just be a quick
Yeah.
unplug, plug back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that, or I have a software, or not, well, kind of software thing to fix. It's super easy as well,
One sec.
Which is funny because mine hasn't been doing that lately.
which is
For a
awesome.
while. Yeah.
Yippee.
Anyways, shall I hit the
All
button?
right. Yes, please.
We just went click.
I
Easy.
love men.
I have something I want to do. Okay,
Jeez. What? Anyway, all right. So the rest of you, like, what are you doing?
cool. Well, guess I'm talking to Artoria.
Yeah, so, Dane. I mean,
Yeah?
it's not gonna matter until tomorrow, but since I'll be able to tell where Avarif is, you think it'd be a good idea that I had the stone, so that him and I can communicate and kind of, coordinate with each other?
I mean, I suppose it doesn't totally matter. We're
Just in case we
be
get
with
separated, I
each
suppose.
other anyway.
I don't know. But yeah,
Sure. Sure. If you want it.
I mean, wouldn't mind, but I don't know. I mean, do you two talk a lot? Like, using that?
A lot more than I remember. We do talk quite
Huh.
a bit. Apparently, we used to.
All right. I mean, if you
Yeah,
guys talk a lot, then sure.
You guys were pretty close. And are pretty close. Sorry, I know it's weird to talk about past tense, present tense.
Both
Fine.
tenses.
Yeah.
I mean, no, if you two do talk, then never mind. Yo, I won't keep the whatever's going on with there. I'll leave that be.
Yeah. So, game plan. I'll go talk to Artoria. Do you guys want to stay close by? Do you want to...
I mean, do you want
Look
me to
around.
fake being an imposing Leon and bodyguard for you?
I mean, you could. I mean, Dane could probably also contribute to bodyguard retinue duty. So,
I can do whatever you guys need.
question DM. Rinko did not come in with us, correct?
She did, but she said she's not helping.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
just kind of around.
Cool. So she didn't have to come in at all. Got it. Cool. Yeah. So, Saros will just kind of nod and kind of like dust himself off a little bit and kind of like adjust his posture to kind of put his like his palace persona back on, and he'll say, "Well, shall we away then, my compatriots?"
Sure, yeah. I guess, yeah, be imposing, I suppose.
Which means more firm in your speech.
Ow.
I mean, I'm staying quiet.
That works too.
My cat. I'm so sorry.
Unless,
You're fine. No, it was funny.
She's
Unle-
on some next level shit today, y'all.
yeah, same. Cat's got zoomies. It might just be today.
So bad today.
No, yeah, unless you need me to talk, then I will talk. But otherwise, I'm just going to stand around, be an imposing, large Leonin. So yeah.
All right, and Dane, follow suit. You can be the talker if need be. Just
I'll just be here, I guess.
Hey, and Cyrus will go up to Dane and put his hand on his shoulder and be like, you got this. Don't do that again.
Okay.
That's not very bodyguardy of you. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
And he pats him on the shoulder, and then with a flourish of his cape, he starts walking towards Artoria's tent.
Yeah, Sentinel just kind of like put his hood on and just kind of like pop a button or two to kind of like bare chest a little more and just kind of like follow behind Cyrus.
All right. So you make your way over towards her camp, and you notice that the soldiers are almost scrambling as you hear, prepare yourselves, as you're just walking. It doesn't seem like they're getting ready to attack you. It just seems like they're getting ready for something.
So when they said, it sounded like they were scrambling in that prepare yourselves. Like, was that like more? Did it have more of a nervous energy to it, or did it have like they were actively like trying to corner somebody down?
A little bit of nervous energy is radiating. I'll give you that one for free. Okay. It doesn't seem like they are. I mean, they are sort of getting ready for battle, but they're also getting ready to like. It seems like they're getting ready to move. There are tents actively being like coming down. It seems like as you're making your way to Artoria's outpost camp, they are getting ready to move out.
Okay. Gotcha. Could I do... I mean, you already gave me a lot for free. If I wanted to kind of like get a more specific idea of like, you know, some soldiers going on, would that be perception or would it be like kind of like a group insight check?
Insight. Say.
Okay, cool. I'll just roll insight just to see if I can't pick up on anything.
Let's see.
I'll take a 17.
Pretty good. You guys are rolling well. Yeah. So kind of, you know, taking in the, you know, the crowd, it seems like some of the people who have been named like leaders or captains of some kind seem like they are green as grass. Like they are unsure of themselves going into, you know, a battlefield where they know that they're going to be in, as you were, you know, kind of recently informed that you would be. So you're kind of getting that, that's where that nervous radiation is coming from. But they are actively, you know, taking down their tents. They are, you know, getting their weapon carriages together. They are setting up for the entire unit, like the entire army that Artoria has amassed to begin to march.
Gotcha. Cool. Cyrus will just point that out to Sant and Dane, as just, you know, kind of like look back to them and just kind of gesture and just be like, take a look, you know, and kind of relay his own thoughts, which is what you relate to him, to me, to the other two, as they could keep walking.
Yeah, he'll just kind of stay silent, just kind of cock an eyebrow at you, just kind of. That's like no words, keeping the facade up, and yeah.
Cyrus just gives you a nod back, a little baby smirk on his face.
I can be imposing.
Man, it's all that people watching you did when you were watching me rehearse for the play.
Mm-hmm. And he just kind of just follows closely behind you still.
Cool. And just keep on walking.
Okay. As you do, you see this almost sort of like cavalcade of like armored soldiers exit the front of Artoria's encampment. And you see in the middle is Artoria herself. Her hair is back in a tight ponytail, her platinum blonde hair. You know, she's very deterministic in her face. Her armor is very freshly shined. As she looks around at everybody scattering, she takes a deep breath in and says, "Soldiers! and everybody stops. And they look wherever they are in this field. And for a moment passes as they all drop what they are doing and begin to walk over in her direction.
Damn.
She walks out in front of this, this gilded militia in front of her. They all kneel down behind her as lines and lines of people line up in front of her, also dropping to a knee. You guys are kind of off to the side, but there are people sort of looking at you, noticing you are also not kneeling. You know, kind of looking at your clothes, looking at the fact that you're kind of on the outside and not like falling in line. You're kind of getting weird looks. What are you doing?
Has Artoria looked in our general direction at all quite yet? Has she like noticed us as far as we're aware?
She doesn't seem concerned.
Okay. Cyrus will just keep walking a little bit in that direction, you know, and we're a little off to the side, but he'll kind of not necessarily fall in with the rest of the rank, but, you know, get a little bit closer, and then, you know, he'll kneel, but not like do the full like kneel that all the soldiers are doing, so that way he can keep his eyes on Artoria, and he'll gesture for Dane and Senta to follow suit.
Yeah. We'll follow that.
Dane will too. And as, you know, the moment, you know, passes completely, you know, all of the soldiers in the field are basically almost like kneeling in almost like auditorium style seating, where it's like this circular pattern around where Artoria herself is centered, with like this armored grouping behind her. And she looks out at everybody in front of her, looks back at Sir Ector, who is standing behind her, and he nods and pats her on the shoulder and also drops to his knee. And she takes a breath. Soldiers, warriors, friends, look around you. Look at the person kneeling beside you. I want you to take in everything in this moment. You see a warrior, a comrade, a shield brother, a sister in arms. For months, we have trained together, bled together. We've shared stories of our homes, our families. I've heard your dreams. And today, we begin our march to fight for those dreams. She points off towards the north. Beyond, there are the Jaded Woods. Coria, after. The forces we seek to gather to our side, as of right now, they are a tide of shadow and hate. A horde that wishes to swallow our world in darkness and split Sested. They think we are weak. They think our castle walls will crumble. They think our spirits will break. Well, they are wrong. They say the stone and mortar of Strassal, but they do not see its heart. They do not see the generations of free folk who built those walls, who raised their children in those streets, who have defended this land with their very lives. We, you, are their heart. We are the legacy of the heroes that founded this land, and our voices will echo in the halls of our ancestors today, and tomorrow, and the next. They fight for greed of Artorias and the whims of Avarith, but we fight for something more. We fight for the laughter of our children. We fight for the warmth of our hearts. We fight for the right to walk under the free sky. We fight for Zested. Some of you may fall. But let me tell you, a person is not forgotten when they die. They are forgotten when their name is no longer spoken. Fight with such courage that bards will sing of this day for thousands of years. Fight with such fury that your name will become a legend whispered in the halls of your future queen, Artoria. Raise your steel now. Let Artorius hear our defiance for our homes, for our families, for honor, for Zested! And she throws her sword in the air, and everybody stands up, screaming and cheering and yelling. Just, you know, I don't want to scream too much, but you get my drift, that it's deafening, the noise, as the nervous energy that was radiating before has completely evaporated. Everybody who was having a sense of unease is no longer showing unease. There is a sense of determination, of will flowing through the crowd following her speech, as people stand and turn and they go back to working immediately, as Artoria begins to walk towards the edge of her outpost, as people running back, finishing quickly, grabbing a cart and pulling it with like 15 other men, you know, straddling up horses to pull carriages. It seems like they are beginning their march north. What are you guys doing?
Cyrus, as both urgently while also not making it apparently urgent as possible, try to approach Artoria.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and you try to get close, and a very, very large man in armor almost turns and his shield goes up right in front of you. State your business.
I simply wish to speak with the lady.
And who are you?
Just as a reminder, DM, I was known as Cyrus Blackwood in here, right? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I came to cool. Cyrus Blackwood. While I may have been dismissed by the fair lady, I simply come here to talk plainly with her, not as an enemy, if I may.
You see like the slits where his eyes are in the helmet. You can tell that he's glaring at you. Make a persuasion.
Cool.
While he's doing that roll, when he said it was to the north, was that the direction of Avarif?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Just 30-20.
Nice.
Yeah, he takes a second, he takes a deep breath, and he says, you may wait here a moment.
Understood.
And another soldier walks over and puts his shield up right in front of you. And he picks up his shield, turns around, and lightly jogs to the front of the pack where Artoria is standing. Almost, she's standing at the edge of the outpost, staring north. Like she's waiting for everybody to catch up to her to begin the march. And you see the man lean over to get down to her ear. She turns and looks over her shoulder at you, makes a head motion to come near her. And the guard in front of you picks up his shield and says, you may pass.
Cyrus will just look straight towards Artoria and, you know, give a small nod without, like, breaking, you know, line of sight with her, and approach her.
Okay.
Sentinel kind
And
of
so you do.
yeah, Sentinel kind of not really like approach with him, but kind of keep like probably good like 10 feet back, but still keeping his presence known.
Yeah, if anything, I think Cyrus, once like he walks past the guards, would put his hands up.
Yeah.
And, like kind of gesturing for you guys to stop, and just
Yep.
kind of look back. And his eyebrows are a little furrowed, but like not in anger, but just more in determination. Just kind of gives a soft nod, and then continues walking.
Yep.
All right. So, as you do, you get right up next to her if you wish.
I'll give her some space. I'll give her like a few feet. No more
Okay.
than 5, but I'll give her a few feet so it's not like right directly in front of her, or like I'm like right here. I could whisper in her ear.
Yeah. She doesn't say anything as you get up to her.
Is the other guard still there?
Yes.
Cool. It's good to see you, my lady. A rousing speech.
It was something, wasn't it?
Truly. It's something that I think is more than apparent why these people chose to swear their allegiance and follow you. Might I have
It's been hard.
a moment?
Of course.
Is there a place we may talk in private?
She begins to walk forward and holds up a hand to the knights as they begin to follow. And she just starts walking forward. Are you following?
Cyrus will follow after.
Okay. She gets about 25 feet from where she was originally. And she is still standing, looking north. This should be good enough.
Right. I guess my first question is, outside of my apparent absence, what reason was there to dismiss me?
What do you mean? Our deal was through. I made that quite clear.
It's true you did, but it seemed to have happened so abruptly. I figured, It seemed like it was, pardon my language, a frankly shitty deal. There wasn't much that you got out of it.
I don't see it as a problem.
And if I might be frank, I'm grateful that it's done. But
What are you trying to tell me? You didn't want things to end?
no, it's not that. It just seemed there was plenty that I wasn't necessarily privy to.
In what
I-
way?
I know I disappeared for some time out of nowhere.
You left
I did.
and didn't say anything.
You're right, I did. At the very least, I'll take accountability for that. There's plenty that you didn't see, that you weren't privy to, that I had to deal with, and many of which I can assume and probably assuredly say you wouldn't care about. And that's fine. But are you okay? There's a lot.
Cyrus. I hate you.
figured.
You think that I wouldn't care? I see.
If I might explain.
No. No need.
Would you at least let me and my compatriots help in the battle tomorrow?
Help with what?
To be quite frank, you have so many green soldiers, many of which you've placed in a position of power, or your soldiers underneath you have placed in a position of power and leadership, of which it seems quite frankly they will stab themselves before they stab another man. If not for the sake of ensuring people don't die stupidly, maybe in some way an apology. You can still hate me, and I don't blame you for it. I simply just... It just seemed as though there was something that you wanted to say, and I simply wanted to have that dialogue with you. But your hatred is founded. And I apologize for assuming.
Yes, well... I do not accept as of this moment.
My apology or my offer?
All of the above. My wrath is subdued for now, but it will not be for long.
I don't want to be enemies, Artoria. I don't want to see needless death happen.
Well, you should have thought about that before you made the decisions that you've made. And she begins to walk forward as the rest of you, behind you, you hear the marching of feet begin. As this entire army is beginning to march. Are you moving out of the way of these forces incoming? Are you starting to walk as well?
He's going to kind of stay with his position and kind of not really stay in place, but kind of align himself a little bit closer to Cyrus, kind of just off to the side, more like his duty is to Cyrus kind of thing as his guard.
Gotcha. And as Artoria is about 10 feet away from you, she looks over her shoulder as she's walking and she says, "If you follow us, I will not stop you. But just know, from here on out, you and I are enemies."
I'd rather that not be the case, but such is war, is it not?
My wrath
Sorry.
will guide me.
Should it lead you astray, I will subdue that wrath. You have my word.
You can try. And she completely walks away as soldiers begin marching past you.
Cyrus will stand there for a moment, still staring at Artoria, like one of his left hand kind of balling up into a fist. Not really like clenching it so tightly that it's causing him to shake, but the fist is formed in his hand. Then he just takes a few steps to turn around and make his way back towards Sent and Dane.
And the army is moving out as the sun is beginning to set.
Cyrus will kind of bring his head up a little bit to look up to Sent, and he'll say, that could have gone a lot better.
Yeah, a little bit.
Assume you heard most, if not everything.
I have a knack.
Here's yours. Yep. Well, what do you think we should do? And Cyrus just kind of exchanges glances with him and Dan.
Play our role. Play the part. Even
What
though
is our part?
Well, at this point, like I told her, because as I'm sure you heard, the fact she's relying on her wrath to guide her is not a good sign, both as any leader, but also in the concept of this being a palace. She needs to be stopped if it gets out of control, and it frankly already is. Like, just the three of us isn't enough.
No, it's not. Even the five of us might, I don't know.
If the five of us were together, it'd be one thing. But, I don't know. We're ill-equipped to even engage her army. I'm not sure if we should try and fight her, or if we should try and help her at this point. But at least know where they're going. And frankly, I don't think we have much of a choice right now but to follow them one way or another.
Yeah, that's kind of the only thing we have, really. Ideally.
What do you think we should do? I think maybe our best bet would be to try and maybe see if we can't beat them to Nightwood House and see if we can't assist them.
Could do that. Yeah. Just slow them
Build up
down.
Slow them down. Maybe try and build up a third faction. That might be the only thing we can do. Reconvene with Avraf. Maybe position him to be the leader. Or Avraf. Not whatever cognitive version of him exists here.
Sen kind of just raises his eyebrows when you say a third faction, just like, he kind of like cocks his head like, I didn't think of that.
There's plenty of houses that haven't sided with either side.
We could do that.
Well, our only course of action is really to do that for the time being. So, maybe we all take a ride on Phoenix Lathander.
Get there as fast
See
as
if
we
we can't
can.
get there fast. Yep.
Sure.
All right, give me 10 minutes. And Cyrus will step off to the side and he'll cast Find Steed.
Let's go somewhere a little more private than out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Cyrus is gonna like make his way towards like, you know, if there's like a little bit of like a into the forest a little bit, like a forest clearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll cast Find Steed.
Yeah, and Sent will just kind of keep watch.
10 minutes, easy.
Cyrus will give like Phoenix Lathander a little bit of a pet, but then he'll turn to Avraf and Dane. Not Avraf and Dane, sorry, Sent and Dane. Avraf's just on the brain. And he'll kind of break the ice a little bit and say, hey, can you guys do me a favor? Come here for a second. And he like gestures them to get a little bit closer.
Sure.
Dane leans in.
So, do me a quick favor. Just touch the Phoenix real quick.
Okay.
Reaches out,
Yeah,
touches it.
same.
Does anything bad happen to them?
No.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Yes, you know, because... Cool. All right, all aboard, I guess. And Cyrus will kind of like hop up closer to like the neck, I assume. And if you can like get some fiery like saddles on there as well.
Yeah. Rinko's kind of standing off to the side, and she looks up and says, "Yeah, I guess this is where I'm gonna tap out of this adventure."
Figured as much.
Yeah, that's valid. I was gonna say, yeah, you're probably better off. Thanks for at least being here for moral support.
Sure.
This is going to be a lot of conquest and stuff, and I don't think it'll be of interest to you.
Have fun.
Yeah, thanks. If you can do anything about any unscrupulous rumors about me in the paper that aren't true, that you know aren't true, could you just soften them, even if it's just gossip?
I mean, you've got time.
Certainly try.
I'll buy you a couple of drinks if you are able to do that.
Maybe I'll ask for more than that. Who knows?
Who knows? But if you can get it done, I will jump somewhat high, not as high as the phrasing goes. You know what I mean. Anyways,
Good.
If you can, Rico, I'll appreciate it.
I'll do my best.
Stay safe, Rinko.
Yep.
You as well.
Especially in the dark hour, so.
Farewell.
Alright.
Then she turns around and leaves the palace.
All right.
So does she just disappear, like straight
No,
up? She kind of walks away.
She walks away.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
curious. She knew something more than we did, maybe.
Yeah. So,
All right.
And we received like a general map of the area, like in universe 2, right?
You did?
So all right, cool. So from our positioning, we at least know generally if we're high enough in the air what direction to fly in to get to what was the name of the place again? Korea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you like to get an active version of said map?
Sure.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right, so go ahead and enter the map.
This is kind of sick.
Is active.
Oh, that's so cool! Oh my gosh, that is so cool. All right, cool.
Okay, let me put this on the map for Artoria.
It's telling you I have to turn on hardware acceleration to see it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It is what it
All right.
is. It's fine.
And let me double check what Phoenix with the Vander's flight speed is. He's 120 feet, so
Mhm.
we can get there pretty dang fast, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So, kind of knowing which direction to go in, generally northwest. Cyrus will direct Phoenix with the Vander to go in that way and be like, "All right, let's go fight in a war," and we'll shoot him over there.
All right. Shoom, you're there.
About how long did it take?
Whee! The night is long. And I'll say it took a few hours of flight. So it's probably
Close to midnight, you'd assume.
probably close to midnight. Yeah.
Okay. We'll land a little bit out of the way, and Cyrus will have Phoenix Lathander kind of go into, like,
Kinda like
I
Van
hate
here.
to say it, like, I wouldn't say too close to Koibi Grove. I'd say like more, not draw pointer. I'd say like more like right
Yeah.
around here,
Okay.
close to the town entrance, but like not so far away that it would take us more time to, get in there.
And if there's gates or anything, probably not right in front of the gates, probably off to the side a little
Yes.
bit. And yeah.
Yeah,
Fly a little low
probably
once
as
we get closer. Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure. So, and then we'll bring Phoenix Thunder into like a small bird form, or as everybody calls it, his chicken form. It's much
Chicken
hated.
form.
Fire chicken.
It's not chicken.
Chicken.
He's a lava chicken because that happened. Cyrus is
lava
lava chicken.
chicken.
Anyways, and then we'll kind of make our way in towards the front gate. A little hurried, considering how late it is and the impending invasion.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you are able to get to the front gates. There are guards standing watch, and they hold up a lantern as they see you approaching, the three of you, and they say, "Oh, who goes there?"
I am Cyrus Blackwood of Shinami. I come bearing a warning.
"What warning's that?"
Artoya Zested plans to invade.
Let her come.
I've come to offer my assistance.
I do not remember us sending a missive to a foreign nation.
You didn't. I came of my own accord. I fear that Artoria is becoming consumed by her wishes and her wrath, and she needs to be stopped. Is there someone I might speak with?
A door opens up behind him, and this elderly gentleman walks out. He has long white hair. He has got. I mean, he's old.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old man.
Old guy.
He's just an old dude. He walks out and he looks at the both of you, and the guard says, "Oh, my lord." And he says, "Please, there is no need for formalities at this hour. You may approach."
Thank you. And Cyrus will take a step forward and turn back to look at Set and Dane and just kind of gesture for them to follow.
Yeah, we're following.
Right. And as you do, the man in front of you lightly bows and he says, "My name is Maximilian. I am the proxy to the Patriarch of House Ambersend, Quinn Richter. How may I be of service to you tonight?"
Well, it's a pleasure to speak with you, sir. Like you may have overheard, Artoria Zested is planning to attack, and trying to do so would slowly, if not assuredly, try to absorb the two houses here to her cause. And I would rather that not come to fruition.
He smiles. "Is that so?"
Yes, it is. We flew here almost as soon as her army left. I fear she's becoming consumed by her wrath.
With her army, yes?
No, I'm not anymore. I was under her thumb for a time, but then I was dismissed. And I wish for her to be stopped, for she does harm to countless people.
And I
her
heard
brother would too.
I heard you were from Shinami, yes?
Yes. My presence here has no bearing on Shinami's presence in this conflict.
Relax, boy. I did not think that it did. Why don't you go back home? Your services are not needed here. We are very capable of taking care of ourselves, and if she thinks that Amberson and Knight would be so stupid to just hold up together in here, then there's nothing to say.
What if we're able to give to you some valuable information as to her army? And Cyrus will kind of detense a little bit, and kind of start to slowly drop the overly formal persona. And it might assuredly give you a sounder victory.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Persuasion. Fuck!
My brother in Christ.
That hit the wall, was on 13, is nope. Nope, that I failed. That's great.
He smiles again and he says, "That will not be necessary. If everything goes according to plan, and it will, Artoria will no longer be a threat come morning."
With all due respect, I fear to an extent that you may be underestimating her. She demonstrated to me today something that I hadn't seen before.
Underestimating a child is impossible. She overinflates herself just as you do. If you wish for a room for the night, we welcome you as guest to Korea. But if you have ulterior obligations, I think there is a inn down the road.
My intentions were as clear. I just wanted to help and to offer whatever I could.
Yes, well, foreigners are not needed in internal affairs. We will deal with this ourselves as Ested citizens.
What if I were to tell you that Prince Avaraf seeks the throne as well?
That bumbling buffoon.
Oh, he's no bumbling buffoon. It's simply a facade he puts up. I guarantee you. I know him personally.
Are you also a dung eater?
No, I'm not.
The rumors say that he eats piles of shit every day. Is that true?
No, they're not.
Huh.
He might lean into it. He might joke about it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, his siblings and the greater royal family see him as nothing but, what you say, a shit-eater. But he's more than that. Greatly more than that. My compatriots here can easily attest to that as well. Isn't that right?
I mean, it's true. He's united more, people from other nations together than they have in Zested. I mean, myself being, from Oscar, him being from Shinami, and so on. Good. I mean, he has more leadership roles than those two combined.
Yes, well,
They may be able to rally locals, but how are they with the larger populace?
Case in point.
that failure is no more popular than the servants that wash my feet.
I have no doubt about that. But at the end of the day, would you not want... Or rather, would you prefer to have Artoria or Artorius lead
Or
this
someone you can
country?
control. If you think he's a bumbling buffoon, why not make him a leader? Then make him one you can control.
You fail to see the end game here, and I understand as foreigners, you do not understand the end game here. The Zested family line ends with Artoria, Artorius, and Avarif. It will be no more. All of them will be executed as well as King Clavius. The houses will rise, and we will control the throne.
But if I were to tell you that Avaraf plans to abdicate the throne to the people, to the houses, upon his victory in this conflict, to put an end to the monarchy you hate so much.
This conversation is going nowhere. We do not plan to align ourselves with the bumbling buffoon who can't even be bothered to come see us himself, but send foreign missives, which, not so, presumptuous. It's a little tacky and a little uneasy on sending foreign missives to begin doing his own recruiting. So, forgive me for pushing you off, but get out of our city bounds. Yes?
Alright? At the very least, might I know where some other houses might be that might listen to our pleas?
If you think that you can go up and convince Esteliot of anything, by all means, go to Enchester and speak with Esteliot House. If you can somehow manage to rally Lysander to your side, perhaps we will listen at that point. But Lysander will sooner cut off your heads.
Thank you for the information and for your time then tonight, sir. And Cyrus gives a begrudging smile as he just, turns to leave. If he was sitting, he's just gonna push the chair in
Yeah.
and he'll just leave.
Question to DM.
Yes.
Sorry about that. While my phone's going off, while we were talking, did we feel Avrith at all getting closer? Or did I feel Avrith at all getting closer? He's still there.
He
Okay.
hasn't moved at all.
Okay.
He's asleep.
Well, we don't know this.
No, you don't know this, but it hasn't moved. And
Okay.
it's late at night, so maybe you can come to a conclusion.
Just making sure. All right. Yeah, he'll kind of just follow Cyrus and just kind of round the corner, and well, Avrith hasn't moved, so safe to say he's asleep. We can't go pick him up. Because him, being the voice in Enchester would help.
It sure would, but if we even deign to try and go to Artorias' camp this late at night, I think we're gonna run the real chance of getting ourselves killed.
Yeah. Right. Enchester it is.
Well, what if we wait until morning and then just, yoink Avarith before he goes off to battle?
We could.
I mean, we could. I guess there was another town that wasn't too far. We could try and put ourselves up there, at least for the night.
They still
At
have to
least a
travel
couple
their way
hours.
here, yeah. Or to wherever they said they were going.
So, I'm sorry I fumbled that.
That's a stubborn old man.
Yeah, I mean, perception of Avarith isn't going to help us either, but I don't know, there's something different about Artoria. He wouldn't listen, so be it. But Dan, you don't have a bad idea. Let's fly over to that town that we saw. That was a little ways south-ish, and we'll just get a couple hours rest and go from there.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. And Cyrus will kind of make his way a little bit farther away and have Phoenix Slayer get big again, and we'll head towards Locust.
Yeet. All right, and off you go. Another guard you see out front. Pretty late at night, he sees you approach. He raises his lanterns. He's tired, bags under his eyes. Who goes there?
Just travelers looking for an interest at.
Yeah. What business do you have here late at night? Where are you from?
I'm from Shinami. My friends here are from Moscow. We are simply traveling, looking to take in the Zestad beauty and trying to reunite with a friend.
Taurus.
What was that? I'm sorry.
You're a tourist.
Basically, yes.
In a way, yeah.
In a way.
A
You know, it's
little
a
late
little,
to be on the road. It's a little dangerous out there,
We're aware. We came from Korea. We weren't.
Those dirtbags.
That bad, huh?
Yep.
We just passed through. We didn't really hear or see too much, except the guards were kind of, jerks.
Yeah, we heard a couple of murmurings and such like that. Very, some of those guards were very confident about something.
Well, Port Ged isn't nearly as terrible as those two over there, so you'll find a little bit nicer folk over here.
Thank you. And is there a lord or ruling house here that we can thank for such generosity and
They're probably asleep,
Welcome
Our Lord
just so I know.
Silas is fast asleep tonight.
did you
I'm
say
sure.
Silas?
Silas.
Silas. Cyrus immediately just is like, whoa, did you say Silas?
Yes, Silas Chamberlain.
Hmm.
You see Cyrus just kind of like immediately like, oh, get a sense of relief. Just wanted to know if there was a house we could direct our gratitude towards. That's all.
We will pass along your gratitude. Don't you worry. If you're looking for an inn, it is just past these gates, the third building on the left. There should be somebody still up to let you in.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, and they'll
Yeah,
kind of
it's
dip his
actually-
head and like a very short, curt bow.
And also, light bow as he walks by.
Yep.
And so you are able to find an inn. It is 3 silver pieces for 1 room.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. I'll pony it up.
Okay. And so you do, and you are able to get to your room and sleep for the night should you wish.
Yeah, I mean, it's about like 1 in the morning, roughly.
Closer to 2.
Closer to. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of sleep, so, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very well sleep, but enough to
Yeah.
get the long rest still, but not enough to like be like, oh my god, I'm tired as shit today.
Yeah,
Before we go to
I'll
bed.
Yeah, I'll throw a card in my cardomancer real quick, but that's it.
Okay.
Or spell, sorry.
Very cool. All right. Anything else you'd like to do before you go to bed?
Question to DM. Since we spent time here, do we have like a rough approximation of when dawn would be?
Right around 8 a.m.
8 a.m.,
seems
okay.
Like you are in a cycle where the sun starts to set sooner and rises later.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Before we all go to sleep, so I'll just be like, "Hey, just get whatever rest you can. Be up early in anticipation of touching base with Avref.
Sure, yeah.
Alright.
All right. And asleep you go, honk, shoo, me. We are going to go ahead and take our break there.
Cool.
So
Cool.
go ahead and stretch your legs, get a drink of water, get a snack, do what you do. We'll be back.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie.
Right.
So, morning has come. And it
And
came
you know what
hard.
else?
I
He gave me
love
time-
men.
I just want you to know, Zane, you're never going to recover from that.
Nope.
Never going.
That's
You are never
fine.
going to financially recover from this.
Anyway.
Who are we focusing on first, Chief?
Avref,
Yeah.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Gus, good morning.
Hello.
Gus died overnight. I'm just kidding.
No.
Bye, everyone. It's been real.
07.
Yeah. The death counter increases once again. You have not sure what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, has Gus technically died the most out of the party now?
I don't think so.
I think it's sent.
I think it's set, yeah.
Yeah, Ascent. Yeah, because technically everybody died during the resets at
Mhm.
Yeah.
Westfall LA.
I think
Yeah,
Sent has
I think
died
so.
5 times. 6
Yeah.
times. Something like that.
Anyway,
Too many.
very cool. Anyway, you wake up, the sounds of bird chirping, the sounds of squirrels, collecting nuts, the sounds of
I love nuts.
just morning sounds. People
Yeah.
people talking, people moving about. Most importantly, what you hear, Avarith, Gus, is somebody flipping the tent flap to your room open and saying, "Get ready to move out!" Jolting you awake.
Oh, someone jolted. Oh, fuck. Or I just got jolted.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just sit up and be like, oh, whew. Yeah. Okay. Battle. Yeah, that's okay. Gus, you sleep?
Gus is awake.
Welcome away, Gus. I guess we adorn to battle. Honestly, I could just give you this ring and you could probably just run to where they are. But like you said, separation is probably not a good idea. I just don't really like the idea of bringing you into battle.
Gus can go to normal form.
Wait, what do you say?
Jan. Gus can go to normal form.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. We just want to not diverge attention. All right. Well, I guess just you're gonna get on my horse if they're gonna give me a horse, and
Well,
should
Gus-
I be
Gus means
acting
then-
stupid or
That
no?
means
Like,
if
should
we
I?
have to fight, Gus can turn into normal form. So Gus can stay in
Oh,
normal
right. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Should I act stupid like the other Avarith was, or like, do I just be me now? I don't. Like, I feel like I might clock someone if they try to trip me or something, you know, and I feel like that's not a good idea.
Gus thinks Avarith should just turn off thoughts.
Turn off thoughts. Okay. Yeah.
Still actually think, please, for Gus
Oh.
and Avarith's safe
Oh.
to not die. But
Oh,
when people address Avarith, turn off thoughts.
that's what you meant. Okay, gotcha. I thought you meant like a whole thing. I was like, all right,
No,
can do, but
Gus-
yeah,
Gus
okay.
thinks that would be a very bad idea.
Sure, yeah.
All right. What are you doing?
I guess walking outside after donning the rest of my palace gear and just finding a horse. I don't really know.
Yeah, you walk around to a few people who look like they're holding horses for people. They all look at you like, no, you can walk. No, you can walk. Like, no, walk.
I don't know. Okay. And I guess I'll just walk away. Getting shooed.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like the forces are ready to head north, and there is no fanfare. There is no speech. Artorius walks out, and he almost instinctively, upon his presence outside of the tent, everybody just knows it is time to move. And he begins to walk, and he gets on a horse, and he looks at you, and he grins. And he says, "Get marching, Avarith. We have a little ways to go before we reach Zalogus."
Copy that, sir.
And he rides up ahead to the front of the forces as they all begin to march. And what are you doing, Avarith?
Is there any unoccupied horses?
Currently, yes,
Yeah.
there are many.
Huh. Cool. Can I walk up to a few of them?
Yeah, you walk up to a few of them, and somebody pulls out their sword and says, "You were told to walk, knave."
Yeah. Who's using all these horses, anyways?
The soldiers we gained from taking down Zalogus.
Oh. Betrayers. Got it. Right. Strengthen our army with those. That'll be good. I mean, I could just take a horse over there to them. Makes it a lot easier, you know?
You will walk as instructed.
You're, pretty adamant on that, huh?
Does it say anything to you?
I'm gonna kind of watch the last horse. Does that horse seem friendly with me?
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh no.
Not great.
No, that horse does not give a shit about your presence.
Okay, fair
could Gus-
enough.
Could Gus make an attempt to make friends with the horse?
Yeah, you want to go? Go ahead. Make an animal handling check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey man, we take a +7 for animal handling with the kobold.
Having a conversation with that horse.
Yeah, Gus, what are you doing?
Actually,
You do have that.
I do have speak with animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use speak with animals then.
Okay. You hear a lot of animals, a lot of horses going, March, 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 march.
Gus
The,
is gonna kind of look at the, like, this direct horse and just be like,
Mhm.
Gus is hoping that you would be okay with Gus and his friend riding you in on the march.
He turns and looks at you, and he walks over to you as the man says, "What the hell is going on?" And the horse looks down at you and says, "Small creature, you needn't walk in such mudlands. You may adorn my back."
Hey, yo.
Gus appreciates friend. What is friend's name?
Steve.
Well met, Steve.
And the DM pulls a name out of his ass.
Gus is gonna look over to Aberth and be like, Steve is going to let us ride him on the march.
Wonderful. Hey, could you tell Steve maybe to just wander away from this guard a little bit so we, don't catch his attention too much?
Oh, Gus is gonna, like, Gus will say that to Steve, but then he's gonna start barking to make the guard think he's, like, gone crazy, hearing, like, a voice.
Or just like looking around like, what the hell is going on?
Steve the Steed.
Yep, they're good to go then, I think.
Yeah, you can go ahead and get on Steve.
Let's go! How about on Steve?
Steve
the Steed. Oh, yeah, we have the same mind track. Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. All right, you're on Steve,
Steve the Steed.
riding
Okay,
along
cool.
with the army.
Yeah, I'll ride along the army, trying to blend in more so than I am trying to lead.
Okay. Nobody is willingly following you, even if
Cool.
you weren't trying.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
If anything, you're getting weird looks for riding horses, while some of them aren't.
Oh. I mean, can I don a hood or something, kind of hide my face a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Hide your shame.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, very cool. You are marching with the army. Anything else you're doing?
No. Well, not really. I guess just kind of going where I'm told.
All right. As you are marching, we're gonna switch to the other group.
Yippee!
The morning has come, and you are waking up in a nice inn. The smell of fresh coffee, the smell of fresh bacon, pancakes, eggs waft under your door, and you hear breakfast.
Cyrus will kind of get groggily and be like,
Yeah, breakfast.
breakfast.
Maybe the last
About what time is it?
good
roughly?
breakfast we'll have for a while.
It's roughly like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Cyrus will just kind of like very like eyes half open, be like, yeah, means after it.
You're not the morning
Hey,
person, are
Dan.
you?
We're up until soon morning.
I'll take that as a no.
Kind of shakes my head. Hey, I'll sleep, okay? And Cyrus just kind of start groggily getting out of bed.
Ah, you'll get used to it. Get up.
Maybe like 2 minutes, I'll wake up.
Are you out of bed or are you just like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's out of bed.
He was gonna flip the bed.
No. At this point, like Cyrus is like sitting up in bed, like he's just rubbing his face, like 2 minutes, I'll be good. I'll be good.
Sure. All right. And he's just gonna get up and just make his way downstairs, just without Cyrus. Just hey, see you down there.
You're leaving Dane behind too? Wow.
Hey. Yeah.
Dane just kind of sits up. I'm awake. I'm for sure. He falls back down, going back to bed.
He
Cyrus will
like
be
Sen
like-
starts to like make his way out the door, but he sees that he's just like, damn it. And he'll like go and just kind of flip Dane's bed a little bit to kind of like tip him over to get out of bed. Get up. We got stuff to do.
At this point, Cyrus is like stretching a little bit. He's like, okay, all right, let's go downstairs. Let's eat breakfast.
Dane gets up. All right, I guess.
There's no I guess, we have to.
Yeah, all right.
I heard from this one guy that is do or do not. There is no what if or whatever. Something like that.
My brother in Christ.
It's all an RP. It's all.
You guys can make your way downstairs, eat your breakfast. Is there anything you want to do while eating your breakfast?
I already did that spell last night, so I'm good. I think he's just gonna look like
Are you still wearing the ring?
yes,
Okay, you know Avarif is moving.
like closer towards us.
He's on his
Roughly.
way towards you.
All right. He'll kind of yeah. Scent never takes the rain off for context. It's never taken
Yep.
off. Yeah, he'll kind of just like relay that, just like he's moving. He's getting close.
Cyrus Mealy's gonna wake up before he's like, oh shit.
They are on their way. Here, I think. Maybe? I don't know. It's coming from the south.
Oh fuck, that's not good.
Yeah,
Dane's kind of scratching his head. Does that mean there's going to be a battle here in like 2 hours?
There sure fucking is, and Cyrus is just gonna like nom all his food, and he's like, "We need to go tell this. We need to go talk to Silas Chamberlain
yep.
right now."
Why shouldn't we just leave? Like, and
What,
just
we
go
gotta get Avarif
Avarif?
one way or another.
Well, right. Like, shouldn't we just go get him from the army? Like, we can signal him from the air or something?
But then what are we gonna do about the people here? They're gonna. If Artorius is able to fucking get a foothold here, he's gonna get stronger. We don't need that to happen.
These people aren't real.
Dane, it's not a matter about these people not being real or not. It's a matter of Artorius getting stronger in his own palace. The more
Right,
support he
but
has, the harder it is for him to.
if we go get Avarif, then we can go up to Blyden or Enchester and try to cut off, you know, any other loose house heads, right? And we can recruit them with Avarif. Like, Coria didn't work out last night because we didn't have Avarif. But if we have Avarif, maybe we could, you know, go to Blyden or go to Enchester and speak with whoever is in charge of that place and, you know, just kind of, you know, give up on these spots.
Work our way
It
from the north, yeah.
Probably wouldn't work out too well if we tried to have Avarif, you know, take this city while Artorius was here.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just also trying to at least think. If we warn the people here, at least it won't be easy for Artorius.
I mean, they kind of seemed like they were arrogant anyway.
So you're saying they deserve it?
I didn't say that, but
Not that they deserve it, more that
most people over at Coria probably deserve it.
yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong about them. They can go burn.
Damn.
You saw what that old man said to me. I had a pretty sound argument. He was just stubborn, stick up his ass. All right, fine. Let's just fucking get on. Let's just go get Avarif, and we'll just jet over to the north.
Yeah, let's get them. Yeah. It's cool.
All right,
Onward
so
and northward or
you have to
southward.
go- Wait, is he south?
Yeah, he's.
Yeah,
Seth just kind of points over there.
Sorry, so let's look at Dane. Is that south?
that's south.
Okay, cool. Let's go south. Get in the air. We'll tell Avarif to dip, and we'll grab him.
I could use the stone. I mean, it's done now.
That's the point. We're gonna get up in the air where we can't be seen, and then we're gonna use the stone. We're gonna tell Avarif to dip, and we'll go grab him.
let's tell him when we get closer though.
Tell me if I go to the bathroom or something, and maybe they'll just
Yes.
let him walk away.
All right, let's go.
They might
Sorry,
just make
gets
it
up
pee
and
where
he's
he's
gonna start
standing if
walking
he's seen
off.
as a fool.
Well, that'd be kind of gross, but you may be right. And away you go.
Away you go.
Caca, motherfucker.
Caca, motherfucker. All right. Yeah, we'll generally head like, kind of like south. Probably like. Probably well, I think would it be best if we like hovered over like Quaby Grove? Maybe you think?
Either that or over the water.
Yeah. Because I'm also just trying to think like, what's gonna get us the most time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe like over like here-ish.
Yeah.
Like or over the water. I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, coming from the west. Avrif, do you have your ring on?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
put it
so
on.
you feel us moving as well then.
Okay.
Yeah. You feel Scent moving like kind of southwest of you then. He's like off to the west of you now. And kind of creeping closer.
Yep.
Yeah, and once we get enough near Sarah, we'll just turn over to you, Scent, and be like, all right, get in touch.
He's still got the stone. He points to Dane.
Yep, I got it. And he reaches into his coat pocket. Avrif,
Hello.
what are you doing? You've been marching,
I
riding.
would like to do something a little bit weird, which is
Okay.
not different from Avrath, but I want to see.
I'm ready. I want to know.
I don't know how to explain this because I don't know in how such of a way, but
It's yours.
because of my lineage, I
Okay.
want to attempt to seek out if I can feel something calling out to me, similarity to this sword that has been lost in this land.
Okay.
So you are trying to get in tune with
Yeah, I want to try and
your
connect.
heritage.
Yes, with that, yeah. Especially after talking to my sister and now my brother, and kind of knowing that both of them are gonna fuck shit up badly. I want to see if I can't connect with my lineage that way.
Interesting.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Oh,
Good old Religon
Pray,
checks.
pray, pray, pray,
Religon.
pray. I would like to use my DM inspiration roll.
as you do, brother.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice, better.
Okay.
That is
Nice
significantly better.
Something deep inside you says that whatever you seek, you think that it might be in Strassal.
Which is not where we're going.
Currently not. You're going to Zlogus.
Do I know where? I would know because
It's
it's
the
in the
capital.
Zested lands. Yeah.
It's the capital.
Yes.
Okay. So how far off of my current journey would be going to there?
Are you looking at the map?
Let me go to game maps. That was so nicely presented. Strassal. Okay, I see Strassal, and we're going to Jaded Woods. Is that correct?
You are going to Zlogus right now.
Slogan. Oh, so we're the bottom left outpost.
There is also
okay.
an interactive map on the screen as well, if you would like to use that.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Let me launch
Yes.
that. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, it shows exactly. Wait, how are Cyrus and Scent there though?
They're flying.
They're flying.
We're on. Phoenix
Oh, so
Standard.
they're going to us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, we were just
we are
out
west
of
of
the
you
way.
right now. Yeah.
Copy that. In the army, so the army's heading to Zoglis. Wait, hold on. How the fuck do you guys get over there if you're all the way to the right side? Wouldn't you be more to the
Flying.
right?
So
flying.
No, I get that, but like,
So we-
did you guys
we
do a
flew
huge
from-
loop?
yeah.
No, so we flew from Artoria's outpost, which was down there in the bottom
Oh,
right.
so you
to
so when
Coria.
you went to intercept in front of her, try to talk to them, that failed, stay the night, and then so now you're swinging
No, we-
around
we-
that way.
We stayed
No,
here.
We stayed the night in Zlogus. Yeah, we stayed the night
So
in
the
Zlogus.
place that
Yeah.
we're going.
And then we
Okay.
and then we
That makes
realized
a
that
little
you
more-
guys were moving, and so we're off to the west of you right now, above the water.
Yes. And
Okay,
we're trying to get. in touch
I am
with you
then
and
going
stuff.
to slow down my pace
Okay.
a little bit and maybe start falling behind as long as I don't see any big like commanders or anything in the back watching make sure everyone goes ahead. and I'm gonna start kind of heading west towards
Make
them.
a perception check as you start to
Oh,
fall
to
behind.
see. Okay.
Let's see it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, you
Pretty good.
absolutely do see some rear commanders.
Some rear commanders. Okay, I will do my best then instead to head more west directional instead of back to stay
Okay.
out of their specific site.
So you're more migrating to the west of the marching order.
Sorry?
You're continuing to march, but you're just moving
It's
west.
continuing to
through the
march and trying to blend in, but heading towards the
Right.
west side. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you're migrating west while you're marching. Gotcha.
Yes.
Easy enough to do as you slow your pace and like slowly migrate to the west. And as you do, you hear Avrith, come in.
Shit. I'm gonna pat my pockets, grab the rock, and just. Yeah.
You got. We're gonna pick you up.
Yeah, I kind of felt that a little bit. I'm trying to head to your location without starting too much. I have a plan. I think I'm gonna have Steve here run in and make a mess so that I can run over to the forest.
Who the hell is Steve?
Oh, Steve's our horse friend.
Sure, whatever
What?
gets you to us. You got
and
Gus,
then-
right?
Yeah, Gus. Gus is actually the one who got us, Steve. Yeah. So I was not meant to be on a horse, but we have horse. So
Well, don't be mean to Steve. Just like
no, I'm just gonna tell Steve to, ride along, and
Friend Steve.
I'm not gonna be mean. I said I'm gonna have Steve ride along into maybe some people, cause a commotion, and then
well, they might.
I don't know.
They might
They
kill
might be mean to
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's your brother's
well,
army we're talking about.
Okay, I'll just find some random soldier and be like, "Hey, buddy, you could use a horse," and then give him that. I guess I don't know.
Why don't you just tell somebody you gotta go take a shit?
Oh, yeah, that's
I did hear some.
I guess that
unscrupulous
makes sense
rumors
with my
about you, Avrith,
character
that
here,
you
huh?
were a
Yeah.
shit-eater, so maybe
Well,
they'll believe you.
yeah, that's okay. That's
I
wow,
don't
that's
believe them. I tried to disprove them.
everywhere.
I'll
No,
catch
that's-
you up, but
That's fine. That's okay. Great. That's wow. You know what? He was a good actor. Okay. Anyways, also, me is coming to you, or at least Atoria. So
we're nowhere near her anymore.
Oh.
As a parent, she hates us,
Oh.
or me
Well, you,
specifically.
yeah.
She very much said, "I hate you."
Okay.
So
Well, cool. Very cool. Very cool. I'm making my way towards you guys, though. I'll just take the shit option and run to the forest.
just get far enough from the army that we could come and pick you up reasonably without getting noticed.
Yeah, well, are you guys on horses as
We're
well?
on the
Or how
fender.
hell are you getting? Oh my god. Okay, just stay in the forest so you guys don't get seen. I will run in there. Is that all?
I
Yeah.
think that's it.
Okay, I will be meeting you in the forest then.
All right.
And over and out, I'll still make
Over
my
and
way
out.
over there, and then as soon as I get to like the edge of the army, I will hop off Steve, give him a good pat on the back, be like, "Thanks, Steve," and let Gus do whatever they want to do.
Steve turns to you, Gus. Are you no longer in need of my services, little one?
Looks like Gus's friend has plan. Gus appreciates you. If Gus needs Steve again, Gus will try to find Steve.
It has been a pleasure and an honor.
Be safe, Steve.
We love Steve.
You as well. And he trots off, following the march.
What a champion, Steve.
The goat.
What is Avrith's plan
the
now
horse.
that we are off a horse where we could?
shit.
I am running, and if anyone looks my direction or says halt, I am telling them I am going to shit myself.
Honestly.
So I'm picking you up, and I am doing the the sprint, but it's like you kind of teeter your legs back and forth because you're like clenching.
Like the
Oh my
goblin
god.
run.
Yes,
Gus
yes,
is
exactly the
just
goblin
gonna-
run.
Gus is just looking at him, kind of slack-jawed right now.
Yeah, you do hear a, "Hey, you! Where are you going?"
I'm taking a shit. And I'm just gonna keep running.
See, you just hear in the distance, like, Hey, the shit eat is gonna go eat his own shit.
Ignore them. Ignore the
Just keep
bad
going.
things. Remember, turn green
Giant
off.
smite! I will return to them and smite them down!
Holy
Remember, Gus said turn green
moly.
off.
Holy moly.
You see Avarith foaming at the mouth.
Not worth it.
As he runs to the forest.
Yep.
Incredible.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm gonna like assume everyone's like
Yeah,
there now.
yeah,
Just-
we land and like scoop you up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll like Cyrus will kind of, as you get on, like he'll just kind of give you the lowdown of everything that happened and tell you like what their plan was.
Okay, that's okay. You know, it's kind of funny you say that. I think you might be onto something.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we make a detour? They're gonna clash regardless against Zolglis or whatever, and I honestly believe there might be the other route. You remember that sword that we were mentioned when I first came here?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to find it.
Well, I feel like because I'm known as a shit eater, I don't really have much way in my words. And if I had that sword, it could potentially turn the tides for everyone that looks to their allegiance, as most people will believe the sword's true owner over their words.
I mean, if you get the sword, doesn't that just mean you're the next king? That's the whole contest to find the sword.
I mean, yes and no. I can find the sword, but whether or not people accept me or not is still up to them. Sure, some might just because of tradition, but it doesn't mean all hearts will be changed. I'll need to find some kind of way to get a large majority of not only the other houses, but most of the armies as well in the same line so that I can potentially have a speech. Otherwise, if I can't possibly do something to rally them, those two are going to butt heads in a lot of lives, and I know they're not technically real here, but their hearts are going to stay the same. If I can somehow, some way, change the hearts of maybe not the two of them that were here, but everyone else, that might indirectly change their hearts as well.
I mean, the plan we had was to make you the third dead ringer for everything, so I mean...
And the only way to do that, I believe, is the sword. I tried doing some, I don't know, something new, and I've got an inkling that maybe at Stressall it might be some kind of clue.
Let's go. You want to go to the capital, or do you want to go to try and see if we can recruit people prior to that? Because I can guarantee you, if your siblings are going to win their battles today, they're going to be heading for the next closest city.
I think we should head to Stressall as fast as possible. My words, as much as I can say them, won't have much meaning without something else exterior. And especially if you're hearing over there that I'm an eater, it seems like word has spread very far. So, without something to prove to the people that I have worth, I don't think any words will be helpful at all. The quicker we act, the quicker chances and better chances we have.
Cyrus will turn back and go like, Sent, Gus, what do you guys think?
Yeah, lead the way, shit eater.
Thanks. He'll give you a very like playful smile as it's intended.
Hey, capital, here we come. And Cyrus will just kind of not kick Finkslinger because that's rude, but he's just gonna like pat him and we'll start heading
Yeah.
north.
All right. What's the heading?
Heading to the capital,
than-
like Avarith wanted.
And away you go.
And away we go.
Whee!
Yippee.
Are you flying directly into the capital? Are you?
We'll probably like kind of land like around near the outskirts here, and then we'll make our way up, like where I plopped us.
Send
Like
the
probably
artillery
like
on us.
Yeah, so we'll probably like start flying pretty low once we get like a little towards the edge of the woods here, Everfall Woods, and then we'll just land like at the actual edge of them.
Okay. Easy enough. Boom.
Sure.
And Cyrus will just have Phoenix Center go into baby bird mode, and then be like, oh, well, shall we go in?
I suppose it shall.
Either way.
All right. Avrith.
So we're
Uh,
outside in the city right now.
You are outside the direct city perimeter. There is already like a lot of, peasants that, I mean, you've seen people in the outskirts of the city before. I mean, paupers, peasants, whatever you want to call them. They are wearing raggedy clothes. Some of them, they don't look unhappy. They don't look angry, but some of them smile when they see you, know who you are. They don't seem to want to interact with you, but they just go on about their days, doing whatever they do as you make your way towards the city proper.
I'll kind of droop my head, passing them. Oh, I just stole scent. Whoopsies.
That's me.
Can I try and approach one of them?
Sure.
One of the villagers. Say, guys, give me a second. I just want to see something. And I'll kind of approach one of the more open-looking villagers, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. And
Hey.
you do.
Hey, do you got a quick second?
My lord, and he kneels down.
No,
May I
no,
be
please,
of service
please
to
stand,
you?
please. I'll reach out a hand to kind of help him. Please, don't kneel.
I meant no harm.
You have no
offense.
no harm, no disrespect. You've done nothing wrong, and you will continue to do nothing wrong. Please, though, don't kneel.
My family is very poor. Please, we cannot handle any more taxes.
I just wish to ask a few questions. Is that okay?
How can I assist you, my lord?
Is he still kneeling?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm gonna kneel as well and get down to where he is. Your lives out here are not easy, and especially with, I didn't know if they were taxing you that bad to keep you here. If your village here, your outpost here, if they had a voice, a representative of this place, would you be more happy knowing that your words would carry some kind of weight?
That would be something. They say we have voices within the noble houses, but sometimes it does not seem that way.
Especially because no one specifically from here is speaking those voices. Someone who lives the day-to-day. I know that I haven't been able to do much for any of Zested, and I know the rumors that are told about me. And honestly, I feel bad for being in the shadows for as long as I have. I really, really am sorry. Letting both my siblings attempt to rule over you while my king just is greedy. I'm sorry for neglecting you. I wish to try now, and I wish to give you a real voice. Not one that's just told so you stay quiet. I'm gonna do my best, okay? I'm gonna walk in there, and I'll kind of look to the Capitol. I'm going to be the best king I can for the people, all of Zested. Not royalty, everybody. So please, and I'll kind of take out a gold coin and reach for his hand. I know it's not much now. Take this, breathe a little bit. I will do my best when I get back, okay?
My lord. You see tears streaming down his face.
If I would ask one favor, it's to spread that Avrith has awoken. I will be back. I will. I'm gonna kind of grab his hand and stand up with him if he allows, and just enjoy the rest of your day. I'll have to go for now.
Thank you, my lord. And he scurries off.
I thought you were saying that he dies. He just
And then
falls
he
dead.
dead. I'll
died.
join back to the group and just kind of wipe away a tear in my face and just, all right, to the Capitol.
Did we hear that? How far were we?
I mean,
Like, he was like 15, 20 feet away, kneeled down. He's kind of whispering.
Okay.
I'll say no.
Okay.
cool.
Oh, whatever you did. Cool. Glad you got it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have much time.
No, let's move.
Okay. You begin to move, and you hear, "You there?"
It's always someone doing that.
Why is it always those exact words, too? Who is it calling out to us? Is it a guard?
It is a guard.
No. Is it a guard at the front gate or just?
Front gate guard, yeah.
Oh, front gate. Okay.
Of course. Every time.
Maybe you guys should handle this right now, and I'll just kind of pick my hood up again.
Sure.
Sure. Yes. Hi.
What's your business with the Capitol? What are you doing skulking?
Skulking. Sorry, that was not our intent. Our hooded friend here is simply just not feeling too great after a rough night last night. We simply are tourists wishing to tour the capital. I've heard many a great thing about it. I hail from Shinumi, and my three other compatriots here all hail from Osaka.
Yes, well, I'll need to see your papers.
Papers?
Yes. Your papers to enter into our country. You have them, don't you?
Can I shuffle through my bag real quick to see if anything that wasn't in there before is in there?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Anybody want to help me look through my bag?
Oh, I wouldn't have
Alright.
anything on me already, proving it besides my face, I would assume.
I'm looking through my stuff.
Okay, 16's not bad. 16's not bad, but there's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there.
Cyrus, okay. Immediately going into after mode, Cyrus is gonna be like, oh no. Oh no. Sir, you have to understand. We had our papers. We stayed the night at some shifty inn, and I had them in my bag. The room was locked. They are not in here. My friends here can attest. I held on to all of our papers.
Begins to reach into his pocket,
How could you lose?
pulls out a whistle and blows it.
How could you lose our papers?
I didn't lose them. They were stolen.
Wait, did he
Seven
just
guards.
blew-
He just blew a
Oh,
whistle. 7 guards run out of the this small building, and he says, "It's of no concern. We'll just bring you in for a quick questioning. We'll get this sorted out. We'll just ask that you come with us nicely."
Yeah,
Cyrus is just gonna.
Sent was like raising his hands, about to like get like up in Cyrus's face, like playing the part, and he say that, and he just kind of slowly lowers his hand. Just, you're right. We'll sort this out. We'll figure it out. Let's go talk things out.
If you have no ill intents, we'll be able to discern that with a quick conversation.
Apologies for my aggression, but yes, let's go.
All right. Are you guys going with them?
Sure are.
All right.
I guess so.
Unless you're opposed to it.
No, I'm still gonna have my hoodie up, I guess.
All right, and you are led to a room inside of this stone tower. You are brought to an isolated room. There are no windows.
Sure.
Just a single candle light in the middle of the room.
Sure.
And the
I
guard.
wouldn't- Is it like a jail cell?
No.
Oh,
It doesn't look
okay.
like a jail cell.
That's just an interrogation room.
Just like an interrogation room, yeah.
Sure.
You are let in. There are 5 chairs inside and a table, and it looks like there's somebody already sitting inside there, sitting in a chair, turned around, reading a book.
Good night.
Are we all in the same room, or are we like
You
separate?
are
from each
all
other?
in the same room.
All right. Sen's gonna not sit down. He's gonna kind of just like plop on the against the wall or something, unless told to sit.
Yeah, Cyrus will just kind of do similarly. He'll just kind of not stand there awkwardly, but just kind of, be directed to where he is told to be directed to.
Mm-hmm. You guys all filter in, and the guard closes the door behind you, and you hear click as the door locks.
Okay. Gotta be fine.
You hear the pages flipping. This person is reading, and they close the book. Avrith, are you sitting?
I'll stand for now.
Okay. Gus, what are you doing?
So they're like just a room, right?
Yeah, you're in like basically like a pretty dark interrogation light room. There's a table in front of you. There's 5 seats, and then on the other side, there's a person back turned to you. They were just reading a book and they have it closed, but they were sitting in a chair.
Okay. I mean, Gus is in his dog form. He's gonna try not to talk right now.
Good
So
idea.
he's just gonna kind of throw a glance at everyone else.
Yeah, Sen's will kind of just give you like a little reassuring look. Just, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And Cyrus will kind of give you a nod and just put his finger up to his mouth, kind of like, in a shushing motion to gesture you to maybe not speak up.
All right.
Yeah.
A moment passes.
Just gonna be watching the person.
The person pulls back their hood, and you see this almost like brown hair illuminated in the firelight. It's short cut. She's wearing these almost emerald colored earrings. And you see rounded, ears poking through the side of her hair. And she looks over her shoulder and she says, it's a little more intimidating if you're all just going to stand around and not also take a seat.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if that's what we're supposed to do or not. We'll happily take a seat. Thank you. Cyrus will shuffle over and he'll take a seat.
Sure. He'll plop down.
Or I'm gonna remain standing unless he says something.
She.
She stands up and turns the chair around, and she takes a step to the front of the seat and sits back down and crosses her legs. And seeing her face a little more clearly, Avrith, you know her.
Mhm. Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
Who is
Oh,
she?
no.
Oh.
You know that your time when you were with Ecliptica House underneath Adela.
Oh.
This
don't
is
tell
her
me.
daughter.
No. That's not good.
And you remember Dinara specifically because when you were the head of the house, she was your proxy.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, the last time I talked to her, she was not happy with me, if I'm remembering correctly.
No, she had no quarrel with you.
She had no quarrel. Oh, okay. I thought she was angry at me because, I didn't protect her mom or couldn't protect her mom.
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
She's a
I mean, yeah, good news, guys. Good news. Yippee, yippee.
You had a little confusion because it didn't seem like she was upset. But she had no qualms with taking your place when it was offered to her.
Okay. I'll just kind of let her talk for a little bit before anything.
She looks directly at you
Oh, fuck me, bro.
As you do.
and says, "You need to be more careful, my lord, if you're going to hand out gold pieces to the peasantry out there." And she slides a gold piece across the table.
Did they seriously turn that in?
Oh, they were one of mine.
What? The last time I checked, it wasn't a bad thing to help our people.
It's not a bad thing to help our people. It is, however, a little dangerous to give somebody of such low status such large amounts of money.
I suppose I should have gone with sooner. What gave me away? I mean, well, we've known each other for quite some time, I suppose, so I guess that will do it.
What gave you away?
Yeah, I mean, I got a hoodie up and I'm not hidden.
You directly talked to one of my subordinates, Avrif.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant by that was, I see what you mean. Is that why you put yourself in a position of fear?
Of course.
I see. You are still a smart girl. Nice. Good to
Sorry
know.
to intrude.
Oh,
I assume, based off of the weird flirting, not flirting, that you guys know each other.
Oh, I'm
Uh.
very sorry. I am Dinara. I am the head of Ecliptica House.
Well,
the house that I used to run. Well, ran in quotation marks, I guess.
Ran into the ground, more like.
That's more like it. Yep.
Looks lovely to meet you, Dinara.
They're a great
Pleasure.
person.
Then it is lovely to meet you, Dinara.
Are you friends of my lord?
Yes.
No, you got to help me. They kidnapped me. I don't know what.
Shut
they're
the fuck
friends.
up,
Yeah, they
Avrif.
are. They are my friends. They are. I listen. We've been a little bit too tense. Yes,
I
they're
mean,
good.
can you blame us? We you told them we were supposed to have papers, and then I
That's-
lost them.
I
and
guess
then
I
the seven
could have
guards come
shown my
out?
face, but I didn't really know if
Oh.
that would be a good or bad thing. So I kind of just went with the less bad option.
Much apologies for that little ruse. I couldn't help myself. You don't need papers
was-
to enter the city.
You.
Okay.
So wait, you.
She was messing with
I'm like,
us.
Yeah, I understand that now. Wait, so how do you? Okay, you're just impressive as always.
Like mother, like daughter. I can only
That-
help my little Elira is just like me.
Yeah, of course. Well, you have us here, and I suppose because of your ruse, that's because there's a reason.
Yes. Well, I've been waiting for you, and here you are.
And here I am.
So what's the plan?
Well, you know the degree that my sister and brother are running the entire continent here to literal fire and flames because that is the only boneheaded thing that they both know.
Quite so. That is why I have refused to side with either of them or any of those other boneheaded households who think that they can overthrow the country.
It's good that
Amen.
You chose such a neutral position then. You were able to do what you need.
Not neutral. I've already sided.
Oh, with who?
You.
Is that even a safe thing to do?
If we talked about our plan, remember this is.
Well, no, I know our plan, but like this is before they
This is
knew our
good.
plan.
But
No,
yes,
this is good. I know this is good, but how did you publicly say that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Now I feel a lot better. Sorry, apparently there's rumors going about me, and it's not the greatest rumors.
Yes. Currently, they are under the
No,
impression that I'm going to be this final prize to
Oh,
tip the scales in their favor, but not the case.
wonderful. Well, this is the plan. Basically, I can't let Zested fall in either of their hands, and even more so, I need to strip it away from the current king. It's horrible out there. It always has been. Every time I was allowed to go out there in the slums, it was never pretty. I've decided that, well, we've all came to the conclusion it would be best if I attempted my hand at ruling it. The only thing, though, is my words currently don't have much weight to them, mainly because I've done that to myself, but overall the word spreads. And, well, people fear both my sister and brother, so they're just choosing which one they feel like they'd have more control over after all the wars end. So, that leads us to the last and final piece. A tale. A fantasy story. One of the Sword of Zested. Although to believe to be fairy tale, if it is true, it might be that turning point we're waiting for.
Well, finding the sword is no easy task. It hasn't been seen since our country's inception. God knows where it is now.
That alone might be a clue, though. If it was founded when Zested got founded, and where's the one place it might still end up being if it wasn't seen anywhere else? He'll kind of gesture to like open his arms wide. Here, possibly, is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, whether or not it is here somewhere, we probably would have found it already. More likely, King Clavius.
Searching?
Well, Clavius had me searching years ago, but I felt like it was a fool's errand the whole time.
You feel like he may already know.
I feel like he knows exactly where it is, and he's just putting on airs that it is lost. My thinking is that this whole revolution is a ruse in and of itself to pit you siblings against each other, and the strongest winner is going to come out on top, and however that shakes out, that shakes out. I don't think that there is any prize to be found. I think it has already been found. It will be bestowed upon the strongest person around.
Does sound like my father. So do you think it'd be best to confront him aggressively, or just attempt to find it?
I think it would be best if we amassed our own forces to combat your brother and sister, and hope that we're able to rise an army strong enough to go against them.
So you think even without the sword, we'll still need to do it?
I mean, you can't fight an army with no army.
Well, no, but if the current king has possession of the sword and he won't give it to anyone but the strongest, then what she's saying is right.
The bad part about this is, too, that is Ecliptica, we're not built for combat. Our whole house isn't combat force, so...
Maybe not, But you are the House of Intelligence. The smartest people have been through there. And that means you also know how to talk to people. And your connections run deep, as apparent as that is.
Yes, well, I've already received word that Nightwood and Ambersand have already fallen to Artoria.
That was fast. Tried to
All
warn
that
them.
leaves is Stelliot up in Manchester, which they will be moving not soon. They have a larger force now. They'll be significantly slower. And it is believed that Portget will fall by the end of today.
So that remains Albright and Adelian.
Adelan, yep.
And Esselot? Have we had any word from them?
Lysander has held himself up in Manchester, and I have been unable to get a hold of him. He thinks that whomever can get into his stronghold, they are worth the conversation.
And
And
this was
his
for
army
where?
would be...
But what city
where?
would this be in? Was this Manchester?
Manchester, yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry, just want to make sure I was keeping up.
So... if we can get him to side with us, Lysander's armies would be quite handy to have. And if he, the stubborn one, joins, it also shows that others would potentially like to join as well. Which means that it's a race against time.
If we can flip Lysander onto our side, then Edelin will fall in line with no issues, which would put us all on an even playing field of 3 houses each.
What about Albright and Ambersand?
Ambersand's
already
been taken
gone.
care of him.
So Albright then, should we attempt to turn the tides even more in high favors?
Albright will be probably taken care of in the Everval Woods. They've been holed up there, not able to align themselves along Zlogus. And then up in Edelin, with they're held up in Blyden. So
Right.
they've been kind of left to their own devices, ready for the taking. And with Artorias so close down in Zlogus already, I would leave Albright to his own devices. He'll either die or he'll join them. And
You don't think
want him
it'd be
on your
really
side.
worth? Oh. Gotcha. Well, I mean, they're not much to gawk at even. Lysander alone, plus Adeline would be... Well, can't discount your place, although not combat. You at Ecliptica would still be very good to have. Strategies, intelligence, being able to put all those pieces together. That alone will also change the fight.
Yeah, I tend to agree. And coming up to His Majesty, I think that I can be quite the valuable ally.
I don't doubt that for a second. So, the rumors you heard about Lysander, does he want a fight, or he just wants someone that proves themselves by finding a way in? We have a way in. We just... Well, it'd be quite glamorous.
Oh, well. I mean, I can go with you if you'd like. It might make things a little more convincing for him if I'm there alongside you.
But he still said he wanted someone to break in order to prove themselves, or...
Break in. I mean, he's got soldiers armed to the teeth on the outside, and
Not a literal.
we
break-in.
don't exactly have a fighting force ready to go. His Majesty would never send his personal guard to assist you either. That would be too much favoritism.
No, right.
So unless we can drop in through the sky, then we're gonna have to try and...
We can.
A shit-eating grin grows on Avarice's face as he slowly turns to Cyrus. Dropping from the sky, huh? That would
Well,
just be a foolish thing. Who would be able to do such a thing? He slowly leans in.
well, literally dropping from the sky would probably cause us to break all of our bones, but we can land.
Well,
in the
we would
sky.
land, yes.
Like, better to show you. And then Cyrus will kind of gesture for Pink Thunder to get a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger.
Whoa, yeah, this is not that big of a room. Maybe not the best.
I know. It's where this makeup
basically-
keeping it larger.
Yeah, Big Bird goes
Okay.
Big Bird. So if we
Size of a
needed
phoenix.
to, yeah, very cool looking, very cool looking. So if we needed to make one an entrance and two show them that we have assets that my sister and brother don't have, that would be a way. How are you with heights?
I'm fine.
Would you like to join us?
Well, I don't have a choice if you're going to convince him to join your side, so...
Perfect. His hands clasped together. Ooh, this is starting to feel a little bit real, and I think that's a good thing.
Since when did this not feel real?
Up until 5 minutes ago.
Wait. You know what?
I didn't think I was going to run into such a prosperous ally of the past. I still kind of thought you hated my guts. I'm not going to lie. I know you said you didn't. You were indifferent, but
I've never
How could I
hated
not-
you.
Oh. Well, thank you for that.
Disappointing that my mother died, and you were the one who found her, but I never found anything that tied you to her death, so there's no
I-
reason to hate you.
Well, then in your mother's name, shall we bring Zested to the image that she wanted?
And she stands up and she walks around the table over to the door and knocks on it a few times, and it opens up. And she says, Mary, I'm going to be heading out. Will you watch over things here in the capital while I'm gone? Mary nods and looks around Dinara's shoulder and says, will do. And Dinara turns and says, shall we?
Shall we? Indeed.
Are you leaving?
No,
Huh?
we're staying.
Are you leaving the room? Are you
that-
following her?
That
Are you
sound.
exiting the building?
Perception check.
It's a simple question.
Perception check. Perception check.
It's simple.
It's just a yes or a no thing, my brother.
The world's burning. Everything's dying.
Oh my god.
Bro, just walk out. If you don't
Yes,
start
we're
the rest of the-
leaving.
What's happening? Yeah, I'll walk out.
Okay. Cool. And you make it outside. Congratulations, you did it.
Yay, we did it.
All right, you didn't die. And now you get stabbed to death.
No.
All right, bye, Zane.
I'll make a new character. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Cool.
Boom. You're outside. What you doing?
Bing bong, boom.
Cyrus will turn to Daenerys and be like, is there someplace a little less out in the open we can, jump on my giant phoenix?
Sen kind of like grabs your shoulder a little bit. Cyrus is like, well, I mean, make it a little bit of a spectacle and show that, the leaders are going
You know,
to do
that's a
something.
fair point. That's a fair point. Hey, Lathander, get as big as you can, please.
He nods as he flies off your shoulder and lands on the ground. And just insanely massive bird. And Dinara just eyes wide looks at you, Avrith. Is
Like
that-
I said,
Is that
assets.
safe?
Yeah, it is.
You won't burn or anything if that's what
Trust
you're
me.
asking.
Watch.
okay.
And like Cyrus
Well, come
will
up,
grab
come up.
Dinar's hand and just
Yeah.
like place it on Phoenix Lathander. See, it's just warm.
Climbs up onto the bird. Wow, this is amazing.
And
I
fast.
would love this kind of ride.
Yeah, it's not for sale. Patented to me. Copyright.
Well,
Cyrus.
I wasn't asking for the sale. Just one day,
It was
if you wouldn't mind
joke.
giving my daughter a ride.
Oh,
Wait.
absolutely. I would love to.
Wait, did I know that she had a daughter?
Yeah.
She literally just mentioned it in the room.
I know, but like beforehand. Like, did I know she
mean,
was married?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't know if she's married or not, but you know she has a daughter.
Before even. I thought she was my age.
No, she's a little older than you.
What the fuck? Okay.
Bro's just like,
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, if Fander even wanted to, could become a beautiful attraction. I'm sure
No,
everyone would
we're
give him
not-
praise.
we're
You want
not turning.
praise, buddy, don't you? You want all the praise. You know, kind of like stroke his feathers.
How's Lathander respond?
He can walk if you want him to, Lathander.
Yeah, you can get just enough smaller.
No,
that you can get on.
it's good. Okay, I'll stop. All right, all aboard.
That's what I'm supposed to say. It's
Oh, do you have a catchphrase?
no, I don't. It's just just get on my fucking Phoenix.
Okay.
Hey, yo.
All right. Are we ready?
And
Off to
away
Manchester?
you go.
Oh my god.
Congratulations. You fly over.
It's still in the air.
Still in the
Well,
air.
I guess we should go over the walls, huh?
I mean, not that we see any walls on the map, but we can assume that
Well,
there's walls.
I'm assuming there's walls around a second capital city.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Easy
As we're getting closer, Rosaris will be like, "All right, so we're just dropping in there."
Swoop down, I guess.
Yeah, the Capitol building is right over there.
All right, take us down, Lathander.
And he just, like a jet engine flying down. Just going right for the Capitol. And he stops.
Did I forget to
just
tell you to?
I can just
buckle up.
imagine the bells that are like, dun, dun, dun.
People are fucking losing their minds
Holy
right now.
shit! A flying boy! It's a firebird. You just hear Freebird flying in the background.
Fly high, free.
Freebird.
Nah, Being Lathander's better than just needing Freebird, okay?
Hey, don't you diss on Freebird?
All right. Anyway,
Hey, he gets right to the Valkyries.
Oh yeah.
there you go.
Very
that's
good.
fair.
yeah, that's good too.
Anyway,
Congrats, you've flown in, and he, curves up right before he launches himself directly into the Capitol building, and there are guards running in, shooting arrows up into the sky, and Phoenix Lathander hovers over the flatbed roof of the Capitol building, and Denara says, "All right, this is our cue. Let's get in there."
Are we in the
Alright.
front of it or on the roof? You said.
You're on the roof.
Okay, copying that. We just invaded a city. Nice. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, off we go.
As
Hop
Cyrus
off.
gets off, and everybody else does, he'll have Phoenix Lathander just get tiny again.
Mm-hmm.
As we go figuring out where we need to
Alright,
go and looking for cover, because I assume there's arrows coming everywhere.
Oh, there's arrows coming everywhere. There's different types of AoE spells getting shot up there. Just they can't exactly see you guys anymore because you're on the roof, and Donara is leading you guys into the building as she says, "All right, come on this way."
Away we go. And probably fast, so Lysander can tell these guys to stand down.
And you make it to these massive doors. And Donara says, "Anybody willing to push these open?"
Say less.
Let's go,
Cyrus,
Cyrus.
yeah, you
Cyrus
too.
is just gonna bring out the Dawn Sword and just be like, "All right, you punch it, I slice it."
No.
Just push the door.
Push.
I
Just-
thought we were making it. We have to break him. We have to make an entrance, don't we?
No, not. Please don't break his doors. My doors.
Make a strength
doors.
check.
Just raw strength.
A group strength. All of you
Oh
roll.
boy.
All of us roll.
Mm.
All of you roll. All of you are pushing.
Wow, that didn't even roll.
Oh
That slid across the screen.
no!
That slid across the screen. That's such.
You need to get another
bullshit.
monitor.
All right.
What do you mean I need to get another monitor? It slides across
Oh
the what?
no!
Dog.
Oh
Can I,
no!
wait,
Dog.
wait. Can I giant smite maybe?
And you said that we shouldn't attack the door. Okay? Wow.
No.
Wow.
It doesn't
You
mean
guys-
we can't try again.
You guys push into this door and you're just like,
Little did we know,
And,
it's a pole.
It's a pull door.
Oh my god. Right. And I'll just grab the handle and start trying to pull it backwards.
Easy, it opens right up.
Oh.
Cyrus is
We
just
didn't
gonna
make it.
stare.
fucking cliche in D&D.
Cyrus just gonna stare daggers at Avaraf because, like, yeah, he tells the push. He tells the push.
That's fair. Most of these doors are the other way.
Oh, most of these? That's good to know.
Yeah.
In one foul swoop, I want you to know, in one foul swoop, we did 2 D&D tropes in a row. The door was a pull, and it was unlocked.
To be fair, we have not done many of those. So we gotta get those out of the way.
Congratulations, everyone.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
I'm gonna look. What was her name again? Denara? I forgot.
Denara.
Yeah, Denara. I'm gonna look at Denara and just not a word, please.
Nope, nothing. And you
Nope.
you open the door and you see standing with his head cocked, like next to like this war table, is a man. He's got red hair, like flaming red hair. He's got like this short beard, and he's wearing this heavy armor. And he looks at you, Avaref, looks at Dinara, and puts up his hands and he says, "What the fuck?"
That's a fair response. Well, rumor was you wanted someone to infiltrate your little castle, and here we are. And he'll just kind of put his hands just wah. No.
What?
We're here for you, Lysander.
Can you not phrase it like we're trying to kill the man, please?
We're not. I mean, weapons are not drawn. We're
You
fine.
literally said we're here for you. That sounds like we're threatening his life.
Wow. I mean, if I said we're here for you, Lysander, maybe I'd be more terrified. But we're here for you, Lysander. You know, it's more like welcoming that way. I think. Isn't that? Was that welcoming, Lysander?
Dinara just walks by you over to this like liquor cabinet and says, ignore them for now, Lysander. Let's have a quick drink and a conversation, no?"
Can I have one too? I feel like I need one after what he said.
Lysander walks over like next to Dinara and just looks down. "How did you just get in the city?" And she's like pouring a drink. "In just a moment. No need to rush." And that is where we're gonna end game today.
Nice.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Flying chicken.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god.